Case closed. This is how your justice ends.
You rip off a master criminal, you know you're a master thief.
I want food that don't make me sick. I want walls that hold back the wind. I want a decent life.
Jackpot.
Show me your true form. How's it going to YouTube? My name's Dark Reviewer. Welcome once again to our top 10 videos. And this one, judging by how we are going back to, like I said before, to the virtual world, and just by our introductions as some of our favorite anti-heroes, you probably can figure out who this is. This is the top 10 video game anti-heroes. But first, I'm going to change out this thing because I am actually burning up. Alrighty, so that thing is hot. But what can I say, guys? We love video games, as you know from our previous list, which is the top 10 video game villains. We gotta do something right and choose some, because video game protagonists can be pretty bland, but also a lot of times and not, they're basically just, you already know who they are. They're cliched, but you could choose what path you're going to. But what about the ones that you know are from the get-go walk that fine line between heroes and villains? Oh boy. So this is going to be very interesting because I know there are plenty of video game anti-heroes. Was this list hard enough for you guys? Because it's actually kind of hard for me.
It
was
wasn't
hard.
really that hard for me for the top 10s. The honorable mentions, though, oh, jeez.
I know, right?
Not really for me.
It was hard for me because there are a lot of video game characters that just straight up kill people, so I had to be really specific on who the fuck was an anti-hero.
Fair enough. So how the order is going to go this time? We're gonna. I just while we were setting up for stuff, I was shifting around the cameras so we can go ahead and do the so we can do some. We can actually go through this list actually, but I'll go ahead and let you know that we're going to be doing Nate. You are the first one to start us off on this trend.
Nice.
And similar to how we did the previous video, the comic book villains, we're going to a little bit of a zigzag order. So EDA, you're next after Nate. Kevin, you'll give you the bronze and medal at number 3.
Yay. Is that because I'm Latino?
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry.
And then Trey, my boy, you're going to be number 4. I'll go ahead and wrap things up with this time for best for last.
We literally are going in the order that we did for our intro.
Pretty much, yeah.
No, Nate, what gave you that idea?
Whatevers. And of course, if as we know, Erica can't really make it, but also if Nikki decides to show up, we'll put him at the last, like we always plan to do. But that's like if he shows up or not. So anyways,
He does have a list.
Anyways, let's go ahead and get this started for Nate. Take us in and go ahead and go off to number 10.
Okay, number 10. I thought I might bring in a video game that most of you may not be familiar with, but I have played it a few times. And screw it, I'm not going to delay it. From the recent gacha game that has taken over like the market and all, from Genshin Impact, D-Luke.
The fuck?
Oh yeah, I know Genshin Impact.
Oh.
I immediately got rid of it because I don't do gacha games.
Yeah. To describe Genshin Impact, think of a gacha game combined with the anime-like style and the world exploration of Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
I mean, that's what people are mostly calling it, but yeah. For D-Luke, the reason why I picked him as an anti-hero is because mostly his character story that... Alright, to put it up, he used to be part of the Knights of Ephonia. It's one of the main factions in Genshin Impact. However, D-Luke left after his father died in the line of battle, and he was ordered to cover it up. Disgusted by those actions, he just left and decided to, screw it, I'm gonna do my own thing. And I think it's one of the qualities that defines an anti-hero. They're not bounded by either good or evil. They just do whatever the hell they want.
True.
But even with that, he still wants to fight for good, but he wants to do it from the shadows. Hence why people are calling him the Dark Knight hero.
I'm sorry.
What was the inspiration for that?
I know, right? Does he wear all black?
Well, his outfit is black, but his primary color is mainly red, which is also connected to his pyro abilities. And no joke,
Check this out.
D-Luke is a badass in battle, utilizing fire, and one of his ultimate moves, he swings his sword and it launches an eagle made out of flames.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
Whew. I think I've got lightheaded right there. Woo.
I know. It's literally hot, and that is not like a joke. That's pretty cool. But the reason why I had D-Luke low on the list is because, well, Genshin Impact is a pretty big game, and I don't have him considering the freaking microtransaction bullshit that Genshin Impact has. I know that gacha games are usually like that, but I think Genshin kind of did it a bit worse, in my opinion.
Okay.
But regardless, I like how D-Luke is like set up for being an anti-hero. I definitely like his character. I definitely love his design. That's my number 10.
Fair enough.
Nice. Wow. mobile game.
That's still a pretty strong way to start it off. What do you got to follow
Nicholas?
up, EDA?
Restriction 666 release.
What? Fuck.
Blaze Blue, activate.
Ragnar?
Ragnar the Blooded.
Trey!
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I was mute myself.
You
Yeah.
gotta mute yourself. Come on.
Yeah, but
Ragnar.
motherfucker. Nice.
I consider Ronda on my list, but I had someone else.
God damn it, Nick.
Oh,
Okay, Nicholas, please continue.
oh God, this guy is amazing. This guy's a badass, okay? Let's just start off with the freaking scythe sword. Yeah, it can do this. Chung, 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 chung. Love. His story is very personal to me because I know what it's like growing up with asshole brothers and taking care of the sibling you want to protect. Yeah, it's pretty complicated.
No, fair enough.
Yeah. And dear God, the Azure Grimoire, that thing is terrifying. You're talking about stealing people's souls. How messed. Yes, the Blaze is Blaze Blue confusing with all the time travel wonkiness. Yes, it is absolutely confusing with all of that. But however, he's only number 10 because for two reasons. One, I don't know much about him because I haven't played a game. And two, the ones I would have put him in honorable mentions, but everybody else on there is either from a series that's already has an entry or I don't know about as well. He's just the one I know the most about.
Fair.
That's fair.
So
I
I
mean,
gotta go with, give it up to the Grim Reaper himself.
I mean, the
Ragnar
guy
the
Dude.
has a freaking monster inside of him.
Dude,
Yeah.
give it thumbs up.
Yeah, and the
Fucking-
fact that he's voiced by Patrick Sates, it's amazing.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
All
All right, Blaze Blue kicking that off.
Hell
Go ahead,
yeah.
Kev.
I now know my purpose. I made a promise that I'm going to keep. From this day forth, I will push my past behind me. Sonic's rival, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Shadow?
Yeah. Shadow. Oh man. Just he's so tragic. He was made to kill Sonic. I mean, first of all, that's sad, you know, like he was made to be a weapon. And man, his introduction, yes, all hail Shadow. All hail Shadow, Trey, I agree. Just he is strong. Like he's not running, he's skating. I love that. Like that's so badass.
Is that
And
a
just
little
the-
cheating though? Just for that?
Hey, he knows
Yeah.
how to make him look cool.
Actually, I think canonically it is true he's just as fast as Sonic. Honestly, even without the
That is true. But god damn it, just the backstory he has with this human girl that he actually made a connection with.
Maria.
Having her Maria, having her die in front of him and him losing his memories, just that's tragic. I mean, I just love this rivalry he has with Sonic. That he's always trying to best him, even taking the Chaos Emerald. And when he finally decides, you know what, I have to make a promise, he swallows his pride and works with Sonic. And I love that. I love rivals working together. And his voice is badass. He's an edgelord, but he really fits the role well. And okay, look, the only reason he's this low, the games haven't really done him any favors, especially the Shadow the Hedgehog game.
Oh.
Ow,
Really?
the edge.
Yeah, so yeah, he's my number 10.
Alrighty, so now we're getting Sonic in there. Holy crap. These top 10s are all over the place.
Well,
Care
Shadow.
to share with that, Trey?
All right, so just to be quick, this is the same as my last anti-hero list. Like I rated these on just how much of an anti-hero I think these guys are. So 10 being like, they're more heroic, and number 1 being more anti.
Okay.
So my number 10, I already said his quote when we started this recording. Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
Oh,
Dante!
damn, this low?
Because he's not
know.
that much of an anti-hero in comparison to the other people on my list.
Actually, wow, that's actually kind of true.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yeah,
Trey,
think about it.
Debatable.
Think about it, like he think about it. He doesn't really kill humans. Like he tries not to. He actively tries not to. And sometimes, despite being in crippling debt, he will do demon hunting jobs for free if he understands a person's circumstances. And plus, like, remember what he did with Nero when he let some reckless kid who was a part of the order he was fighting keep Yamato, one of the most deadly devil arms in the universe, to save his girlfriend?
Okay, yeah, you made your point.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, at his worst, he's a jackass, but he's still a jackass that's doing good for the world, in all honesty.
If I had to put, sorry,
No,
if it
go
was
ahead, Nate.
Dante in the Alliance thing, I would put him in either chaotic good or just true neutral.
Yeah, he's neutral at worst, chaotic good at best. And I love Dante. Like, I really got into Devil May Cry after the reboot series. Like, that was the first game I honestly was exposed to of the franchise. And yes, I know.
Trey,
I
you're
know.
dead.
Fuck it.
You are so dead.
No. Trust me. After I actually checked out the original games, I understand why people hate it so much. The
Yes.
disrespect
Good.
shown to the original series is just unforgivable. But thankfully, the first game I actually had a chance to sit down and play, besides Devil May Cry 3, which I played on PlayStation from the PlayStation Store,
That's a
Devil
fan
May Cry
favorite.
5. It was
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
awesome. And if it was a good way to close off the Sparta Twin Trilogy, it would be this. Like, seeing Dante grow from being this thrill-seeking teenager who more or less scoffs and laughs at other people's problems, to becoming someone mature enough to want to even be willing to kill his own brother just so his own nephew wouldn't have to. It's pretty remarkable. Like, he becomes much more mature while still keeping that same youthful spirit, even though he looks like he's in his freaking 60s.
Ouch! Hey, you
I mean,
look
he
good for
does.
his age. Come on.
He does look good for his age, but his age is showing.
Wow, Trey. Ageist.
Damn.
Plus,
Well,
all of his-
it's not a Wolverine healing
No, no.
factor. It doesn't slow his aging.
yeah, I don't think so. But his weapons are badass as fuck. All of them. There's not a single bad weapon. I don't think so. What? No, there isn't.
No.
And I miss Navon. That was my favorite one out of all Devil Arms. I love the song.
That's a
The
pretty-
electric guitar.
That's a pretty cool looking weapon.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dante Sparta, the son of Sparta, the greatest devil hunter and probably one of the greatest devil hunters in fictional media, because there are others. One of them is on my list, is number 10.
Fair
Trey.
enough.
Thumbs up, but thumbs down for first playing the DMC.
Yeah.
I said I was exposed to it. I never said I played it.
All right.
That's fine. Okay,
Brandon,
so
your turn.
continuing this trend that we had like tons of different games for our number 10s and we're all over the place. Here's mine. We shall send to them only you. Rip and tear until it is done.
No
Doom
way.
Guy.
Doom guy.
Doom Guy from Doom, motherfuckers.
And Trey didn't even ruin it. Awesome.
BFG.
Oh
9,000.
my god, yes.
The big
Doom
fucking
is
gun.
just have fun, go ape shit, don't give a hell of just give a hell of a time no matter what you're doing. My dad got me into Doom way back when in the very first Doom game. And it's just I didn't know the story, but I'm killing demons. I'm having fun.
That's the
Because
point.
Doom Guy he gives no shits, he gives no F's, he doesn't just show me something like if it just like even like a small little detail that you have to follow. He doesn't care, he'll just like, oh, you want me to turn this thing off? He'll just break the damn thing.
Oh, what a badass.
Oh yeah, when they brought him back in Doom 2016, oh my god, they brought back the fast pace and just so much fun and the carnage that guy can bring. And Doom Eternal. Oh my god, that game. Why did it not win Best Action, Story, Music, or Game at the Video Game Awards? I will never know.
It's because
Bring
Last
back
of
the
Us Part 2 paid off the
Westfield.
judges.
But the only reason why Doom Guy is this low is because he's just that generic person. He's just there to have some fun. There really is no complex backstory for him, to be honest. But I mean, there really is. They kind of dived into a little bit in Doom Eternal, but it kind of got a little too much they could handle, just a little bit. We'll see what happens with the Doom 3 if they ever do that for the rebooted trilogy. But Doom Guy is he's just a badass, and I just love using just going in and the chainsaw, bitches.
Pulling an Ash Williams, huh?
Oh my god, man!
What was your favorite weapon?
It just had to be.
What was your
on the
favorite weapon
list.
from him?
My favorite weapon from him? Oh man, the favorite weapon of Doom. Damn.
We'll discuss later.
Yeah, well, I can think about it later, but I love Doom, and I love the Doom Marine. He just has to go on this list at number 10.
All right, Nate, boy.
Go ahead, Nate. Number 9.
All right, number 9. EDA brought up Ragna earlier, and I am so sorry in advance for saying this, EDA, but number 9, I am going with his younger brother, Jin Kizaraki.
Oh.
You don't know BlazBlue EDA, so you should be upset, you bitch.
He saw
I don't know
the
BlazBlue either, but even I know Jin's an
Oh.
asshole.
Yes.
I saw the anime.
Oh yeah, it's true. Okay, Nate, go before Nicholas goes to your house and kills you.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute myself
Yeah.
for this one.
I can definitely understand why EDA hates him. I mean, that guy is literally insane. Even I'll admit I'm a bit uncomfortable with it, which is why he's only number 9. But if you really think about it, he does also capture the aspects of an anti-hero as well. He's always like challenging Ragna. He's always like getting in the way. But there are times where he has to put his grudge aside just so he can take out a bigger threat like Terami, Relius, or even Izanami. And holy crap, the way that he uses his powers too is just beyond incredible. The fact that Yuki in Asia is so powerful that it fears Jin's potential, it's like, dude, just how crazy is this guy? I know he's already crazy before, but jeez. And the fact that, well, he's definitely one of like the fastest characters in the game. Not as fast as Jubei per se, but he definitely knows how to make quick works. He puts other katana-based characters, not Virgil, but he puts character like Adam Taurus to shame with that skill.
But Adam's a bitch.
Yeah.
You could blame Rooster Teeth for the writing on that.
I've been doing
But
that.
even though he has like a bit of a cold exterior, especially towards like any other character, he does have a bit of a soft spot, especially towards Tsubaki, which, not gonna lie, I do kind of share. Again, the only reason why Jin's that low is, yeah, he's super crazy, and he does make me uncomfortable now and then, but I do love how he's a bit of a foil to Ragnar. I love how he just went from like, I'm gonna kill your brother, to actually trying to protect them at least. So that's my number 9.
Fair enough. All right.
The fuck, Nate?
Wow.
Nicholas? Okay.
Go
so you-
ahead. What do you got for your number 9?
Oh dear, he's calming down. Oh, it's a tie.
Oh, it's a tie.
Here's what they have in common: big damn swords.
What?
I choose once. A coward did not. War from Darksiders.
Oh my god!
Look at Brandon.
Who's the other one?
But he's got company from a series I have only watched. I have never played it. Lahorl from Disgaea.
I've never heard of this guy.
I never heard of it either.
I should have led with Lahorl.
Yeah, because seriously, you just.
I've heard of the series, but I don't know who he is. So you might want to.
Yeah, not so much.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tell us, please.
All right, I'll start with him then. Okay, he's the son of the Demon King, and he was sealed away for years.
So Meliodas.
No, not at all. When an angel came to kill him because she thought he was his father, he read about a freaking power vacuum because his dad died. You want to know what his response was? My old man was a fool to the end because he got himself killed. Of all things, choking on a dumpling. Yes, it's a very comedy series, but Lahorl does walk that anti-hero line because he does grow to actually care about not only his subordinates, but also the woman who tried to kill him. Matter of fact, she means so much to him. He brought her back as a fallen angel, even if it cost him his life.
Aww.
And yeah, he does kick a lot of ass and take plenty of names. Even if you can even decide whether or not you want to kill people. It's a bit like Final Fantasy Tactics, only with a lot more crude sex humor. So I encourage you guys to at least watch the playthroughs online if you want.
No.
But let's move on to war.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The Red Rider. This guy is a strict code of honor type of guy. You fuck with his honor, he's gonna fuck you right back. And yes, I know the phrasing sounds weird, but my God, when he found out he was betrayed, he literally rebelled. He tricked the council into summoning his siblings, and they are gonna kick ass so much ass. His powers are amazing. Who else was freaked out when they saw his chaos form for the first time?
I never played the game, so I don't know.
I've seen like a let's play of it.
I have, and I'm just yeah.
Yeah, I've got all 4 games. Okay, I'm gonna be 100% honest. I love this series.
Okay, that's fine.
And yes, he might be a bit bland to some people, but I love him, okay? And their swords are just freaking gigantic, okay? Let's get that out of their way. That's what they have in common. That is why they are number 9.
Okay. Wow. Honestly, I thought you were going to say Cloud from Final Fantasy.
He is not an anti-hero in any way, shape, or form. He is straight up heroic.
The first half he is, but the other half, yeah, he's a hero.
All right. It's my turn.
Alrighty, Kev.
Make way for the Fist of the Phantom Star. Yep, my best boy, your best friend, Ryuji Sakamoto, also known as Skull from Persona 5.
Yes,
God, he kept him on the
buddy.
fucking-
Yes. Okay. I know people like, Yusuke or even Morgana for some reason. But Skull. I mean, Ryuji. He's your first friend. Okay? You're accused of this crime you didn't commit. You're in this high school. Everyone knows what you did. They're away from you. Who's the first person that you befriend? A punk. Well, kind of a punk. I don't. Is he a punk, guys? Would you say Ryuji's a punk or not?
He's a punk with a heart.
Yes.
Exactly. I mean, he at least tries to befriend you, and it's kind of nice, because of the shit fucking Kamoshida puts him through. Just injuring his leg, and just harassing the volleyball team. I'm just like, I feel for Ryuji. I fucking hate bullies. Okay, so when Ryuji went with you to, Kamoshida's palace, it's just funny to see his reactions, especially with Morgana. He's awesome. But then when he unlocks his persona,
Captain Kid, baby.
Exactly. He has a pirate that shoots lightning.
Captain Kid.
Exactly. Let me finish, Nate, please.
All right, go.
Okay, but he has lightning, and I'm a fire guy, but I like lightning too. And just overall through the game, he's always been loyal to you. I love that. He's your bro. And plus, he's the funniest fucking member of the Phantom Thieves. Think about it. He always gets the dumbest shit. Nate showed me this in Striker. He ordered a gold brick.
Yeah, he did.
He actually ordered a gold brick. I'm like, dude, you do realize how much it is just to get a gold brick. Okay, it costs more than actually selling it. I'm just like, it's just like, he's just the best friend you want. He's awesome. All right, Nate, now go ahead, you can tell.
All right, for the persona thing, his awakened persona, Satan Taisei, it's freaking Sun Wukong.
Ooh,
Yeah.
damn, I didn't know that.
Mhm.
And my final point, his dub voice is hilarious. And he voices Atsushi from Bungo Stray Dogs, which is awesome. So yeah, he's my number 9. Make way for the Fist of the Phantom Star.
Well, only problem though, he may be your bro, but you did kind of leave him in the red light district at night one time.
Oh yeah, those cross dressers tried to kiss him. I forgot. We left him.
All right. First quote of the night.
Oh.
Nothing means more to me than this game. I would kill for it. I would happily die for it. Wish things were different, but we're us who changed. Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption 2.
No.
I was not expecting
Oh my God.
Red Dead Redemption.
Oh my God, Trey, you almost gave Brendan a heart attack.
Now remember, placement is determined by how much of an anti-hero he is. And anyone who is familiar with Red Dead Redemption 2 knows that his character development is amazing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It is just incredible. Now, he is honestly a criminal. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They may steal from mostly the rich, but it's telling that one of the first missions you have in the game, you're pretty much playing a loan shark's debt collector, beaten on a sick man, which makes it all the more ironic when you die from the illness you caught from beating that sick man.
Snake man.
Yeah.
And although, depending on how you play, Arthur can be an honorable guy or not, it's clear that he's more willing to go along with doing these crimes and horrible things, killing people, cops, other rival gang members and all these people. But then after he gets sick, after all the deaths start to weigh on him, especially after Lenny and Hosea and John gets put in the cellar while him and the rest of the gang are in Cuba, he realizes that the life of a gunslinger, there's nothing waiting at the end of the line for you. There is nothing. All the retired gunslingers, they're either just drinking themselves until the day they die, like Landon Ricketts in Mexico, or they're constantly on the run, looking over their shoulders for the authorities or any other gang members they pissed off, like some of the gunslingers you take photos with, or Dutch himself in the first game. So I love how Arthur realizes this, and he acknowledges that it's too late for him to get the life that he feels he doesn't deserve, which in my opinion he does deserve, especially if you go high on her. But he can at least make sure that the people around him have a better life. Like make sure John actually takes care of his family. The girls that you hang out with in the gang, tell him like get the fuck out of this gang. Helping Sadie get closure with her family, and what the fuck, I forgot what that rival gang was that Dutch had beef with that murdered Sadie's husband. I
yeah, that's
cannot
hard.
remember. But fuck it, whatever. He helps her get closure. And one of my favorite moments is probably when it's a side mission. You come across this woman who also lost her husband, and she has no idea how to take care of herself. Because in the Old West, like, mostly the men took care of labor work and shit like that. And she lives in the woods. So that's pretty much like, oh shit, I'm fucked. And Arthur takes the time out of his day to visit her several times to teach her how to survive. And that's just telling him what kind of man he is. Like, regardless if you're low on her or high on her, you teach this woman how to survive. And you do a lot of other things, helping the Native Americans, nuns, even kicking out that loan shark for being a total greedy prick. And his ending, the way he dies, regardless if you have low on her or high on her, the imagery is amazing. The deer just looking up from the lake and ascending into the light, or the wolf crawling out of the storm into the cave, descending into hell. It's representation of Arthur's two best and worst sides. He is a good man at his heart that has done terrible things, but he died a person where people actually went to his grave.
Agreed, man. Agreed.
Damn, Red Dead. Nice one.
Wow.
All right. Brandon,
Oh man, how can I compete with that, man? Put me on the spot.
Yeah, good job, Trey.
Hey.
All right, so a quote time yet again.
Ooh, gather around, children.
Very poetic, Kane, but in the end, you offer no more than a covenant rationalization of your crimes. From the Legacy of Kane, Raziel.
Oh, cool. Legacy game. Nice.
Oh man, the Legacy of Kane series. One of the only games that I know of besides Castlevania and Vampire Masquerade to make vampires cool. Oh man, this is basically just, as I said before with Kane on my top 10 video game villains. It's basically just vampires like just wanting to be the ultimate species. But these aren't just normal vampires. These are vampires that will suck your very soul. And I'm just like, holy crap! And the weapons these vampires have. Raziel's iconic soul sword, basically like a combination of Psylocke's weapon in X-Men and the energy blade from Halo. That's basically what this thing is. And I just love the fact that this game just dives headfirst into a tragic redemption story, because that's what puts him higher than Doomguy. That's the only reason why, because he has a more complex character. And the trials you go to get to Kane to basically avenge yourself for the dishonor he put you through and casting you out and leaving you to die. Just how you would rally others to your cause, but also just the amount of people you meet along the way who are being affected by both the good and bad side of this war. It's just very, very good. I wish we get more of this. I'm surprised it's not continuing at all. Even though it's just like a regular hack and slash style game, vampires will always be so like just drawn into the mystery of how their culture functions. That's why I think Castlevania Vampire Masquerade, which I'm waiting for the sequel though, shout out to that, and just the Legacy of Kane series is just like what you would take just giving a vampire three-dimensional character development. And Raziel is nothing more than just someone who's like Dracula from Castlevania, a broken, tragic character who basically embraces the darkness in him, but not to a point where he actually finds that light that keeps him from going down that dark path. So Raziel is the Night Stalker, but he is also my number 9.
That's a badass name, Night Stalker.
So go ahead, Nate. I give it to you. We are going to number 8.
The grade 8.
If you need to learn how to talk to a lady, ask your mother. Yep, from this character shares the same name as her game, Bayonetta.
What?
Yes! She's in my honorable mentions.
I didn't even consider her an anti-hero.
Yeah.
Oh, she definitely is. She kills angels.
Oh, hugely.
All right. On
doesn't make-
the topic of like the whole angel thing, the whole angel versus devil things, it really depends on what perspective you're gonna focus on. Because yeah, angels, while they may be pure good, but they could also be wicked evil. The same thing could be said for the devil side. And Bayonetta definitely embodies it for the devil side. Yeah, she hunts angels and she takes pleasure into killing it. But she still has some sense of it. Like, literally, she lost her memories in the past.
Oh,
Can you imagine
yeah,
how
that was.
painful that was? So after the whole incident, yeah, I can barely like remember like the whole Bayonetta thing, which is why she's only number 8 for me. But I do respect her how she is one of the best femme fatales in video game history.
Oh, hell yeah.
And the fact that she uses her own hair as a weapon that also doubles as her clothes.
Yeah, I'm still trying to decide if that's hot or disgusting.
She's basically fighting naked. We know this.
pretty much. And she has like no shame at all. That's the funny part. Like, she can be very flirty and she can be very, very cheeky too, especially with her interactions with Rodon, which, by the way, best businessman in gaming history.
Oh, yeah.
Fun fact: the creator of Bayonetta, he actually hired a famous actually European dancer to do our choreography.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's actually really cool. Also, remember how Trey mentioned Dante's weapons? Bayonetta's weapons are also very versatile, having a scythe, claws, a whip, so much, and even summoning freaking demons from hell. Especially with Madame Butterfly.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Oh my god. The fact that Bayonetta can do anything, especially the whole satellite feature that Deathbound mentioned, oh shit. This is one Umber which you don't want to mess with.
It's like she said, pretty or not, don't fuck with a witch.
Exactly. And I'm like one of the few people that was okay with Bayonetta being into Smash Brothers.
I'm fine with it. I don't know what the fuck.
Okay with that.
Yeah.
They have Zero Suit Samus. Why not another sexy babe?
I know, right?
I mean, they did that with Palutena earlier, so... Yeah, again, the only reason why Bayonetta is number 8 is, again, my memories for the games are a little rusty, but I still respect Bayonetta as a femme fatale. Her powers are just incredible. Backstory's sad. And, god damn it, when is Bayonetta 3 coming out? Stop teasing us, Platinum and Sega.
You know, it kind of sounds like you're suffering from what Bayonetta went through, because you can't remember very much about her.
Pretty much.
We may get more info on the third game after quarantine ends, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't know. I'm
But
pretty
for
bummed.
now, number 8.
Nicholas.
Nice, buddy.
Get up.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted.
Oh!
Now, hold on a second. Calm down. Listen, there's a lot of good anti-heroes in Assassin's Creed. Okay, so, however, me and Kevin agree on this one fact. We don't really see Ezio as an anti-hero. He kind of strayed into more of a heroic territory
Look
Yeah,
how-
in the later games.
I like
Oh,
how
you
Tracy
can-
gets
No,
fun.
that's not who I chose. I chose Eivor.
8?
The recent
Viking.
the recent game?
Yes.
Valhalla.
Because here's the thing.
Spoiler warning for anyone who hasn't played it.
That's true.
Okay, yeah. Yes, here's the thing. He's a Viking, okay? They're not exactly known for doing the right thing 100% of the time. I mean, for crying out loud, in game you raid monasteries, you raid settlements. You're doing pretty much every immoral act you can think of. I mean, that game. I mean, anybody else here cheat on Sigurd with his wife?
We don't have wives. What are you talking about?
Hey, me and Brandon are in the same camp.
Wow.
I'm not gonna deny that. She's awesome. I'm not gonna deny that.
I am not.
Surprise from you, Brandon, considering you dated everyone in P5.
Oh. And I have yet to complete the game, but so far, Eivor seems to be one of the most honorable assassins, okay?
Oh, well, fuck you.
Because he could have just taken over the settlement when Sigurd got captured, okay? He doesn't do that. He goes out of his way to find him, okay? Because he is his blood brother, because he is his battle brother, okay? He will fight and die, and possibly die to save him. And yeah, like I said, I'm still playing it. I don't understand the whole being descended from God's bit, but it's still a fun game.
It's a fun game. It basically gives you an idea of what the Vikings were back then.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I love Vikings, okay?
Yeah,
and ever since I'm going to confess this, ever since I started playing the game, I've gone, yo ho, a Viking we will go.
I
don't know
Assassin's Creed
why,
Valhalla has shanties too.
You know what?
Yes.
You know what? I'm out. I'm not doing
Damn.
this. I'm not
I
doing
don't know why it's just suddenly in my head. So yeah, that's my number 8.
Alright. Kevin, come back. You got your number 8 to do.
I'm
this. You
sorry.
and I tie.
A tie?
Restriction number 666. Yeah. It's Ragna, but I am the white void. I am the cold steel. I am the just sword. With blade in hand, I shall reap the sins of this world and cleanse it in the fires of destruction. I am Hakumen.
Oh my god. That Jin's alter ego in another timeline?
Yep. Yeah. Oh, look at Nate. He's so happy. And look at Brandon. Brandon, are you really
That's awesome, dude.
Dude, you would tie both those like just iconic characters in fighting games together?
Well, yes.
I want to smack you, but I want to hug you, brother.
That's all the more fitting that tie has the two characters that want to kill each other.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna question why you want to slap me later, but all right. So I'll go quick with Ragna. He's badass. Okay, I can imagine Ruby Rose is falling in love with his weapon because it's literally a giant ass blade turned scythe. Come on.
You think that's true? You should have seen their interactions in Cross Tag Battle.
I
Oh
have.
my god,
I
yeah,
have.
those were awesome.
I have, but like, just I love the fact that he has this monster. You know, of course, anime protagonists have like demons in them. You know, Yuji, Ichigo, Asta, but like, Ragnar does one thing that's selfless. He sacrifices himself to save the timeline, even though the timeline's just like, what if he died? If the Black Beast didn't exist, then wouldn't everything Blaze Blue not exist? Yeah, that makes me scratch my head. But at the same time, Ragnar actually cared about people. I saw the anime. I've seen the game. As much as people like like the cat girl annoy him, he actually cares about her. He actually gives a shit. Like, he just does care. He's just a tough guy, you know? Even Rachel! Like, guys, honestly, when he said goodbye to Rachel with that hug, that actually made me feel. I just love it, because he knew that she needed a hug. And the fact that he knew people weren't going to remember him, he gets my respect, you know?
Yeah. Just
Let's
don't
go-
put him near ghosts.
Oh, yeah.
Also, like, wear a freaking disguise, dude. You're walking around in public where everyone knows your face.
Well, to be fair,
Rocket
Brandon.
doesn't even care.
Yeah, I mean, Brandon, he could take stabs and he could punch people in the wall without his Azure Grimoire, so...
Tell the death battle.
He also, to be fair, that is a pretty shitty wanted poster.
It is. It really is.
Exactly. Like, that face go... I'm like, what the fuck is... All right, but let us go to Hakumen, the alternate version of Jin. Just... Oh my god, like... When I actually got one of the Blaze Blue games, and I saw him in, like, the character selection, I'm like, yes, give me the white samurai machine. I mean, have you not seen his armor? And his sword! He got a big-ass sword! I love it. I love guys with big-ass swords, you know? But the lore behind him, he's one of the 6 heroes, you know, destined to fight the Black Beast, but he's Jin! From another timeline who failed and came back to try to fix it. I love that. And even though he fights for justice, he's kind of an ass too. I mean, yes, Brandon. I mean, yes, Trey. I love men with big swords, alright? I like really long ones or really thick ones, okay?
Gay.
Hey,
Pause.
no, we're not pausing this, Brandon. Okay, but yeah, so Hakumen just... His powers, though, he can slow down. I believe he can slow down time and such. And it's just like that's OP. And when he does his chant, "I am the White Void," it's over. I want him in death battle against Archer from Fate's Day. Okay, I just love that. Even if he fights for justice, he isn't afraid to do anything dirty. I mean, hell, he still respects Jubei. He respects the Pussycat, who's a badass. So it shows that there's some part of Jin in there. So that's what I like, you know. So those two are just the white demons, in my opinion.
Also, here's an interesting fact about Hakumen and Jin. While their English voice actor is Gilgamesh, their Japanese voice actor, it's Natsu. I am not kidding. That is an actual fact.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
So Natsu has time traveled more than once.
Yes.
So I know
Trey,
Trey. Go
why don't
ahead,
you
buddy.
go before I fucking kill you.
All right. Brandon, you already mentioned him earlier. Rip and tear until it's done. Doom Guy. And the
Doom
Guy
guy.
from Doom.
Oh, Nicholas, I spit take and you didn't even see. Fucking idiot. All right, go ahead, Trey. Continue.
Now, Doom Guy, although he is a mute who is about as terrifying as you can fucking be in a giant suit of armor with a chainsaw and a mortar on your shoulder, he also is solely focused on killing demons, not humans, not at all. He protects them, actually. Like in Doom 2016, someone pointed this out. A subtle bit of character writing for him and through his actions is when you're getting through the prologue, when he first wakes up, getting your armor in that elevator, when you're hearing Hayden try to justify using demonic energy as a battery, like, what the fuck, man? Doom Guy just looks down at the elevator and sees a human corpse. And when Hayden says it was all for the good of mankind, Doom Guy just flips out and smashes it. He knows that nothing demonic has anything good for humanity. And it's also shown in Doom Eternal 2, in both the actual game and the trailer, how he's just walking through. And while he intimidates people, he doesn't lay a single finger on any of them. Like, the worst he does is just takes a guy's gun. But let's be honest, Doom Guy will put better to use.
You know, kidding. Why he and Master Chief could have a death battle.
And, like, there's only one instance I can think where he killed a human, and that was when he was punched the shit out of his superior officer for telling him to fire innocent people, I believe it was.
Yes, it was in a comic book actually.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much the movie. Fuck's sake. God damn it.
We don't talk about Doom the movie or Doom
Yeah,
Annihilation.
We don't
Better
talk
talk
about
about
that
it.
shit.
We're gonna have a problem.
But let's talk about how
Fuck you,
they
Dwayne.
made.
Fuck you, Dwayne.
Let's talk about how they somehow made Doom Guy even more badass by turning him into the Doomslayer, like getting fucking angels involved. Like by the time when it reboots, he's blessed with the power of literal seraphims, archangels. That's incredible as hell.
That's OP as hell.
No pun intended. Fuck. But yeah, I love Doom Guy and I love the fucking game. I need to get Doom Eternal though. I only played the 2016 reboot.
Get Doom Eternal.
I will.
Get
But
it
my
for
favorite
PS5.
weapon, from Doom 2016, I'm a basic bitch. I just love the combat shotgun.
Honestly,
I just-
dude, that's mine too.
Can't go
Nice.
wrong with shotgun.
I love
Wait,
that
My
thing.
favorite mod is when you can just turn into an explosive shot.
Exactly. Make your bullets explode.
Aw, you,
What else do you need?
you guys meant to link with weapons. That's so cute.
Two things. One, I'm more of a motherfucking chainsaw man.
Yeah.
Even though I've never played it. And two, am I the only one who finds it weird of all the art with her from that Animal Crossing character?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
They do like with Doom Guy. I know something they're doing. They pair him with a lot of characters that look like bunnies. Like I've seen a lot of fan art that pair him from Mirko from My Hero Academia.
Oh yeah.
What?
Okay,
Yeah,
can,
I think
try,
we're gonna see-
we're almost done. Can you
He lost his pet rabbit. He doesn't need a sexy replacement.
Let's move on, Brandon, before we go
Alrighty.
into dark places.
All right, my turn. My turn. Going off with thank you, Kevin, for bringing in the best friend of the main character. I shall do that. Show me your true form.
Oh!
Brandon,
But he.
Brandon, wait a minute, before that, get it together, dude.
My bad. But I shall quote who he's actually tied with. But even in the depths of despair, only two things matter to me: the taste of blood-soaked flesh and revenge upon one man. Velvet Crow from Tales of Berseria.
Oh my God, they jumped! Yes. Oh my God. Oh no.
Absolutely, man.
Oh dear.
Two of some of my favorite Japanese games ever made. I love
Amen,
those two.
brother.
But I'm going to go off with Joker, just to be respectful. Joker from Persona 5. Man. Just understanding how this... When you actually play the character and you actually understand his backstory, that he's framed for this crime that you basically put the blame on, and everyone thinks you're a punk, you're just a slugger, you're just a regular like punk kid, and people just hate you for it, and you're just doing nothing but trying to fix your life and trying to move past it. It wasn't until he got into the Shujin Academy and met some of the best characters you could think of in a game. When he meets his best friend Skull, and when you go on that first mission in the metaverse to Kamoshida's palace and you unlock Arsene. I'll say this: the game and the anime, Joker's summoning of his persona are the best in the game. I don't know why. Maybe it's because he's the main character, but they are just absolutely gorgeous. Just when you basically rip off his mask for the first time, and you just hear that and just full on just blue fire just envelops you, and you turn into his iconic costume. Oh man, I just love the game, and I think the anime did well capturing about how Ren would actually talk and how it actually be a full-fledged character rather than just you picking dialogue options for him. And still, Makoto's best girl. They are so shipped to them hard in the rest of these games. I swear to you.
Wait, Brandon. Like, well, oh dad.
Yep. Operation Maywatch.
Yeah. But I love Joker. I can't wait to cosplay him at this year's Anime Expo. And I'm gonna, but that's enough about him. I'm gonna move on to Velvet Crow.
Yes, wife material.
She is not just a waifu material, she is godlike waifu material. I swear to you.
I know. That's why I added for video game crushes, dude.
Oh man, just her design. Her design is just A, sexy, but B, really badass. And just the story behind her, how she goes on this path of revenge. Just, man, just iconic storytelling right there with just kind of a regular generic action, but the writing is just so good with these characters. It's hard to put it up into words of how Tales of Berseria just takes you on this journey on going through this game in this world with all these characters and what they have to deal with almost on a daily basis, and how Velvet Crow moves past it by the end of the game. I just saw, even though she looks like a goth, demon girl, I saw an angel by the end of that game. Just heartwarming.
No.
But yeah, the best of the Japanese role-playing games, Persona 5 and Tales of Berseria, Joker and Velvet Crow take the tie at number 8.
Dude,
Brandon?
you can clap for me for that one.
Wait, Brandon, if they did a death battle between those two, would it be hard for you to choose who'd win?
That would be hard to choose, I'm not gonna lie.
Mhm.
Wow. All right, Nate, can you try to top that?
Go ahead, buddy. Number 7. And you guys keep on going. I gotta fill my water cup real
Okay,
quick.
before you go, Brandon, I'm gonna follow up because it is a tie, and one of them is Velvet Crow. Yeah, I didn't want to say that much because it'll ruin the surprise, but EDA, you're gonna love this one. Yuri Lowell from Tales of Vesperia.
Oh my god! Look. You pull your pants up. Pull your pants, Nicholas, pull your pants up. We can see your ass.
Back in there. Yeah, drink.
Okay, so both Trey and Brent are gonna leave for a while. So, jeez,
Boy.
Almighty Christ, Nicholas, pull your fucking pants up, dude. I saw your. You were doing that.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I get.
Oh my god, I can't believe I hyped him up that hard.
Okay, first you were hyped up with Velvet, and now Nicholas. Oh man. Oh, dude. Honestly, okay, my head's actually hurting.
Oh my god.
Dude, what? Nate. Nate.
Well, I broke everyone.
No, Trey went to get water. You didn't break Trey.
Uh,
It's okay, Trey. Nate's. We're still laughing.
oh my god.
Okay, just continue, Nate. Just continue.
All right,
Brandon,
I'm gonna start with Velvet Crow.
Trey,
Yeah.
Trey, don't be in that position. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right, so Velvet Crow, ironically, her story wasn't like always vengeance. She used to have a happy life. It wasn't until her brother-in-law, Artorias, screwed up, and that led her, getting the demon arm, which Brandon failed to mention. That thing is the most versatile weapon ever. Literally, if you can eat a person, you can gain multiple abilities from it. Not only using darkness, but using all other elementals. Fire, water, ice, lightning, wind, so much. I would say it's one of the most versatile abilities I've ever seen. And also her attitude definitely embodies what an anti-hero is. Because literally, after what happened, she became cold and distant, usually giving everyone the cold shoulders, giving the occasional death threats whenever they just like look at her in the wrong way or just like get in her way for a path of revenge. She'll just like eat you. She'll just do that. She embodies the title of Lord of Calamity so well. And that also brings up the other aspect of the anti-hero. The fact that she has to defeat evil just by being evil as well. But like over time, she did grow a bit of a soft spot, and she still retains that like mother and big sister figure, being the one that has to keep the group in control, especially when it comes to like Rokuro and Makilu.
I feel like she does a better job of the big sister role than Yang. No offense, Nicholas.
That is a fact. And also, freaking props to Christina V. The fact that she went from being so soft-hearted and light and upbeat to vengeful and dark. I was like, dude, are you sure that's freaking Noelle Vermillion?
Yuri.
Yeah, on to Yuri Lowell. Oh my god. When Brandon mentioned about protagonists being like a bit bland and generic, Yuri is nothing like that. He's a bit of a rebel. Literally, even when he gets like arrested, he'll be like, oh, back to this again. That's all past the time. He literally doesn't give a shit about the law or anything. Even when he sees like a bounty, he'll be like, oh hey, the bounty was up. But yeah, he originally wanted to be a knight, but after seeing how the world works, he decided to be like, well, a vigilante and part of a guild member. He does whatever he wants. Which again, that's also another aspect of an anti-hero. And the previous characters that I mentioned early on, they do kill, which are not human. Yuri does kill 2 humans in the main course of the story. Mostly because they're just the 2 people
They're monsters is what they are.
Mm-hmm. That was when like Yuri the Vigilante comes in full circles, and whenever the enemies are like, please spare my life, he'll be like, now where have you heard those words before? No joke, when he killed Cumore, oh shit. That was just dark as hell. Yuri breaks the trend of what the traditional anime protagonist is like. He's very calm, he's very level-headed. He's a bit cheeky, but he's also very cynical and very mature. And even though his combat style may be a bit generic, it's also really versatile and actually shows that Yuri is a bit of a rebel. But yeah, he did become a bit of a hero around like the end of the second half and most of the third act of the game, which is why he's like number 7. But even with that, Yuri, well, he's just so lovable and just so badass. Plus, it's freaking Troy Baker voicing the guy. Yeah, that is my favorite role that Troy Baker has done other than Joker and Green Ling. Yeah, overall, Yuri Lowell and Velvet Crow, they're, in my opinion, the best protagonists in the Tales series, my number 7.
Thumbs up.
Yes, dude.
All right, Nicholas.
Well, we have another tie for me.
Oh, okay.
They're from the same series, however, they are 2 completely different types of heroes. Remember the classicals I brought up in the anime one?
Uh-huh.
One of them is this, the other is more traditional. Hope and Lightning from Final Fantasy 13.
Oh.
Listen,
Well,
let me explain. Let me explain.
I don't want you to.
I thought. Okay, let's start. Are you guys done breaking or?
they're waiting for you to explain.
Okay, look. She's very dogmatic in her worldview in this game, okay? You know, target to target, nothing personal, can't shoot, got shot instead. And, you know, it's like she has no qualms taking out anyone and anything in a way. Hell, even in these guys, most of the people you fight are technically victims because they are brainwashed, okay? She will go out of her way to get her goal accomplished. Because all she wants is her sister happy, even though she is a bit of a hard ass in the first game.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, but hey, I loved it for it. Okay, it felt real to me. I mean, he resolves himself to kill Snow, but he's constantly questioning, what gives us the right to kill someone? Why should we have to go this way? He's always questioning everything and questioning his strength. That is pretty much like early Spider-Man, okay? Because lack of self-confidence, no combat ability at all until lightning whips him into shape. However, they are this low because, well, in the rest of the series, they're pretty much mostly heroes. By that point, they evolve into that traditional standing. But I still love them for it. Those are my number 7s.
All right.
Fair. Okay. All right.
Wow, but still,
and keep in mind, this is all subjective. So if I'm wrong, that's your opinion.
Okay.
Wrong. What the fuck are you talking about? All right, now it's my turn.
Go
So,
ahead, Kev.
who loves hackers? Wait, Trey, is that a yes or no? Okay.
Yes.
Well, tell me, are hackers heroes or are they vigilantes? Ask DeadSec. No, but my favorite member from that hacker group, Wrench from Watch Dogs 2.
From Watch Dogs?
Yeah, Watch Dogs 2 specifically.
I thought you would have chosen Aiden Pierce.
I haven't played the first game.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Trey. Okay, but no. Okay, so playing Watch Dogs 2, everyone's an anti-hero. All like you're hacking for kind of like the greater good, but you're still hacking people's accounts. You're still kind of making your vehicles crash. But Wrench, he's by far the craziest member. First of all, we don't see his face. He's always wearing a mask that has emojis in the eye to show what he's feeling. Second, he loves blowing shit up. He just loves it. I mean, every problem he feels can be solved with a little boom. I mean, he'll even break a wall, okay, with a hammer. He's awesome. And plus, he's a nerd. Star Wars, Alien, Predator, DC, Archie. He'll quote every one of those franchises, and I love it. He's such a bro to you in the game. Like, even when he gets captured by Dumont and his mask is taken, he doesn't snitch. He will never snitch out his friends. But, my God, near the end of the game, when you play as Wrench, dudes, he's got an assault rifle, a shotgun, and a fucking grenade launcher. And he just goes ham shit on some cops. And he says one of my favorite quotes, Marcus, I came, I saw, I blew shit up, I came again.
So this is Trevor Phillips, but with guns.
He's more tame than Trevor, honestly. Like,
yeah.
Okay, he doesn't really like animals. He hates the law. He curses like a motherfucker, but god damn it, he's so entertaining. And okay, I'm gonna wait until he comes out and Watch Dogs Legion, because god damn it, I love his character. So yeah, Wrench is one of my favorite hackers from DeadSec, so he's my number 7.
Nice.
Damn, never thought we had Watch Dogs in here.
I know, right? All right, Trey, are you gonna top me?
All right. There is one character besides Mr. Freeze who can make people feel the cold embrace of death. I'm talking about Sub-Zero, Kuai Liang from Mortal Kombat.
My God.
Dude.
No.
I'll give it. Nice.
Now, he is a literal cold-blooded assassin. If he deems you a threat to either him, the Lin Kuei, or Earthrealm as a whole, he will kill you. He's done that several times over. He's done that to Cyrax. He almost did that with his own pupil, Frost. And yes. And he's even driven off Kotal Khan himself and the rest of Outworld's forces with just the Lin Kuei. He is a badass and is easily my favorite character in Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
I do
Like-
enjoy using them.
like you know all those CGI trailers that just show Sub-Zero Mortal Kombat fighting each other? I
Mhm.
am always rooting for Sub-Zero. Even though I know they're gonna make Scorpion win because Ed Boon is a bitch that can't let his favorite character lose.
Dude, Trey. Okay, listen. One version of Scorpion died in MK11. Which version of Sub-Zero died?
The Bihan
Bihan.
version.
Oh
Beyond.
yeah. But Bihan was a bitch.
And also, Kuai Liang got turned into a cyborg, so
Oh yeah.
Which I didn't mind that. That was cool, actually.
I
that
like
was awesome.
Trey,
Also-
I'm Brandon.
one thing I had to point out: Sub-Zero versus Noob Saibot in Mortal Kombat 9. I thought that was a really good.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting at all. The fact that that the original Sub-Zero ended up becoming like pretty much the Mortal Kombat equivalent to Ghost Rider, except evil.
Dude, you are not worthy of the name Sub-Zero.
He was good. But I love Kuai Liang because honestly, like even though he's in a fighting game that has probably the most, I'm gonna be honest, bare bones story ever, but he actually has some pretty decent character development. He starts out, at least from the reboot timeline and a bit in the original timeline, wanting revenge like Scorpion on Scorpion for killing his brother. Then he figures out, oh shit, Quan Chi and Cyrax set my brother up. So he just kills Cyrax and all the other Lin Kuei. Wait, no, Sector. Fucking Sector,
Yeah,
not
Sector.
Cyrax. Sector.
Yeah, I was about to
Get the
say
two
that was
brothers
Sector,
mixed
not
up.
Cyrax.
I'm sorry, I like Cyrax. I don't know why I'm saying Cyrax.
Cyrax was actually one of his only friends in the Lin Kuei.
Of course, he blamed the black guy. Wow, Trey.
I'm black, you dick.
Wow, this something turned racist. Wow.
You think?
Okay, continue, Trey.
But yeah, he murders Sector and becomes the new Grandmaster of the Lin Kuei. And he just, I like how most of the Lin Kuei is made up of, canonically, I think, it's made up of orphans and other people down on their luck in society. So he's pretty much like, he pretty much owns an orphanage and teaches them how to be Naruto, pretty much. I love that.
I also love how he and Scorpion were able to make up in like the modern timeline.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
I've heard people criticize that scene for some reason. I don't know why. That's like one of the most badass scenes ever. We wanted to see Sub-Zero and Scorpion team up. We got that.
Yeah, they fought against Sector and Cyrax in MK11. It was badass.
Because people will still love
Absolutely.
the rivalry, that's why.
Hell, it even extended past generations with the younger Scorpion. R.I.P. to Hanzo Hasashi, by the way.
There is a thing called a friendly rivalry. Have they never heard of it?
Uh, but also Steve Blum, shout outs to him.
Yeah.
Oh. He is definitely cool as fuck. Pun intended.
Alright, my turn for number
I'm sorry.
7.
Before you do, Brandon, Trey, and you criticized me for being a gender bent. Oh, no, that was Nate. And you criticized me for jokes, Trey.
I was about to say
Because I know how to chill out on the puns.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, I was
Well,
about
that
to
means
say.
that he's probably going to miss this out because my next entry is a tie between two people we already mentioned.
Oh.
First one, this party's just getting started.
Oh.
Dante from Devil May Cry,
Oh.
and you always never fuck with an Umbra Witch.
What?
Bayonetta.
Look at
You used the death battle for your entry.
Devil May Cry Bayonetta crossover.
Damn it, Trey. Then just write it. Jesus.
No, we need that as an actual video game.
We need that actually. I would love to play that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
Nintendo
yes,
and
these two are just amazing. So let me go to my boy Dante.
Oh yeah.
This guy, I didn't know if anyone else could be like Archer as smooth as a guy can be. Dante is that, but has that sense of wit to go around with it. I mean, for God's sakes, in Devil May Cry 3, he fought people while dancing to music and playing a fucking guitar. For God's sake. And yes, of course, fuck DMC. I mean, what else can this guy be? He's the most badass demon hunter with the most badass coat ever I've seen in video games. And plus, you can swing around a motorcycle. I don't know how. You can use a motorcycle as a sword. I don't know how that works.
Because it's Dante. Don't question.
I just even love how he gives gives his two pistols names. Oh man, I was like, this guy, he's a vein of my own. He's a flesh of my blood. He knows what he's doing. But when this guy, the reason why I put him this high up is because when I played Devil May Cry 5, and finally we got that, when they dive down deeper into his backstory and as well as his relationship with Virgil, I was just like, wow, this is actually touching. I didn't know, besides all the jokes and all the over the top fun, I didn't think it would have a very, very complex story. But that also leads me to my next entry, which is Bayonetta.
Yeah.
Because they're basically the same. Bayonetta is just basically the same. She is just left by herself as an orphan to the Umbra Witches to be trained in their own arts, as Dante was when he was left by his father. But it's because like both of their parents knew of the danger that they would face if they knew a hybrid child was born. But Bayonetta is no slouch at all. And we'll just say this, she is a full-on dominatrix.
That's a fact.
It's a fact. I saw the first game and I was like, one of the movesets is like grabbing someone and just like whipping them in the ass. I was like,
oh my.
This is made by Nintendo.
No, it was made by Sega.
I'm like, wow. Props to you for having the balls to tell a story like this. But you gotta be a badass, which if you know you can ride a surfboard on a tidal wave, going spiraling upwards, fighting a dragon.
I know, that was amazing when I saw it.
And plus, her powers are just so cool. And as I said with Dante's with his guns, her guns are cool because she doesn't just have to use 1, 2, she uses 4.
Oh yeah, her feet gun.
Her heels are her pistols as well.
With some weird thumbs on her ankle or something.
Magic,
man.
She's a monkey witch.
These two are they know how to rock the comedy in both their respective franchises, and I just had to put them together. Dante and Bayonetta are my number 7.
Nice.
Thumbs up. Wow.
So, what do you got for number 6 there, Nate?
Jackpot. Dante from Devil May Cry is my number 6.
Bruh.
I don't know why I'm following up after Brandon. Yeah, as Trey and Brandon mentioned, Dante, this guy doesn't even care. He takes a piss on every serious situation. Heck, even in Devil May Cry 3, he was shirtless. He had a pizza in his mouth, and he was fighting demons at his old place. And after he took them out, it's like, the end? Guess not. And you two fail to mention his devil trigger. Holy crap. That hour, it's amazing. The fact that he's already good with his weapons, combine that with the devil trigger. Freaking devil trigger. It is just so pure. Like, it's just so good. I'm just like speechless by it. It's just that amazing. Also, he also has like a bunch of other supernatural powers. The fact that he can be like stop time and be immune to it, which I'm glad they showcased that in Death Battle. That's actually pretty cool. I haven't used this in a while, but still got it. it just shows how cocky he is, because like even though he may forget how to use it, we'll just still be like cocky. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna wing it. And there's the same voice actor as Sephiroth in the Japanese version and in the English version as Ken Masters for Street Fighter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you literally have Ken Masters being the brother of Eric Myers from Time Force. Now that is awesome.
Okay.
But yeah, Dante, he's very witty. He doesn't care. He's badass. That's why he's number 6 for me.
Bang. Nicholas.
Nice. All right, EDA, what do you got?
My final tie is what I've got.
Oh my. Okay, let's see.
And these are two who slink in the shadows. Garrett from Thief. I got Brandon's interest. And Kevin, you're going to jump up and down with this because Corvo is also here.
Corvo? Wait, where's
From Dishonored.
Corvo
Oh,
Tano.
Corvo.
Garrett and Corvo.
Okay, cool.
Kevin, you're not happy about that? You're a Dishonored fan.
I know, but I kind of see Korra's more chaotic good than more. Okay, continue.
Not to me. Okay. All right. We'll start with the mask, okay? Because this guy, you go down the wrong path, he will give you nightmares. Is what he'll do. I mean, summoning a swarm of rats to eat people.
Oh,
That's the shit nightmares are made of.
that's the plague maxed out.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. That's nightmare fuel right there, okay? Yeah. I love the story of trying to regain your honor, even though you never lost it in the first place. And he kicks serious ass with all his tools, okay?
Yeah.
Let's get out of the way. Wrist bow, blade.
It's not, okay, sorry. It's not a wrist bow.
It's just a
Wrist
crossbow.
bow. It's a crossbow.
Oh,
But the folding sword.
oh yeah.
Yes,
Uh,
that makes me hard.
And I can't. All this time you're trying to just save your daughter. Is heroic? Yes. But do you do some unheroic shit along the way? You bet your ass. Okay, you kill a lot of horrible people. Well, if you choose it. Okay. Now let's talk Garrett.
Yes, Garrett.
My God. Okay, look, I confess, I've only played the 2014 reboot. Okay?
And that one is.
Like I said, I've only played that, so still on the low end, but
Yeah, let's give him
Fair.
it's not the worst ever. It is not. I mean, yes, you are. 3 guesses as to what your job description is in that game, and the first 2 don't count.
Is Ice Cream Man?
Kevin, I'm gonna kill you.
Ouch.
Really? You want to?
You rob, you steal, you lie, you cheat, you do whatever you take to get ahead, and you don't even solve the crisis intentionally. You're pretty much just doing it unintentionally. That is, I mean, heroes are usually just to go out there on their own, save the day for a job well done. Garrett's just doing it so we can get paid.
Hey, you gotta get the money.
And that boss fight, that final boss fight, annoying as hell, but definitely worth it, okay? I'm going to admit that. But yeah, I didn't get a chance to play the original games, so I can only put them this high. That's my final tie.
Wow. Nice.
Nice.
And look, Trey, there is a reason why I didn't react to Corvo. You'll see.
Go on.
So, we talked about killers. We never talked about a contract killer. This man is the best in the business, and he is a literal shadow. Number 6 Agent 47 from Hitman.
Oh,
I did it! I did it! I made
Mental link, you motherfucker!
Oh my Jesus Lord! Seriously?
Yes.
that's your number 6?
But yes, god damn it. I played Hitman 2016. I freaking love it. Okay, and I played Hitman 2 as well. Just the story of pretty much a nobody or a clone just being made to kill. Like the whole story, I mean, he doesn't really have an identity. We don't know who he really is. We just know he was raised in a church. We know he's the best in the business. Like, seriously, this guy could be anyone. He could just dress as anyone, infiltrate any place, and kill you with anything. A pen, a chandelier, just anything. I love that because he's Hitman 47 is just versatile. And the thing of it is, I know not many people like it. I like the story of Absolution, where he kind of actually grows a conscience and actually tries to protect someone. I mean, this little girl, Victoria, who was put through the procedures he has a heart. And I love that, you know? It's just like, he's not just a killer. He's pretty much just a broken blank, you know? You don't know what he's going to do. And also, his voice. Brandon, his voice is awesome, isn't it?
It is. It's so good.
And the fact that he makes just so many witty, like really dry jokes, I love it. Like, seriously. I mean, even when he pushes someone down, he's like, "Excuse me, sir. You may want to watch your step." And he just pushes them. I love it. So I can't wait to play Hitman 3. I gotta get it, man.
Yeah.
Brent, do you have it or are you gonna get it?
I'm getting it. It's already pre-ordered.
Oh, nice. But yeah, so Agent 47, he's got the bullseye on my list.
Oh man, dude, I so want to hug you right now.
Wait, you said you want to slap me, then hug me, now you want to hug me again? Make up your mind. Okay, Trey.
What do you got, Trey?
Your turn.
Run into dilemmas all the time. Situations where it's hard to judge, hard to know what's right. Make a decision. This is not one of them. You disgust me, and you deserve to die. Geralt of Rivia from Witcher.
Oh my god!
I gotta be honest, I considered putting him on this list, but I've only played Witcher 2, so he's an HM.
Fucking hell, you and Kevin need to get on Witcher 3 or watch the Netflix series for fuck's sake.
Yes.
I need to watch.
Hey, I'm gonna do both. I'm
but
gonna
I
do
have
both.
seen
Don't
bits.
worry.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I need to catch up with how many anime? Bitch. All right,
Shut
go
up.
ahead.
Oh, look who's talking.
Talk about Gerald, please.
Okay, Geralt.
Geralt.
Like, Super Soldier Monster Hunter. That pretty much describes him in a nutshell. Taken in as an orphan, well, not an orphan, given away as a child to pretty much the school of the wolf, and mutated to become stronger, faster, better reflexes, better senses, capable of using basic magic signs, and also extending his lifespan to an absurd amount. Like, I think by Witcher 3, he is at least a century old at that point. And, but in exchange, it makes him sterile. And he is resented by pretty much everything in Witcher. Like everybody hates him. I don't know why. I don't know why they hate Witchers. Oh wait, humans are racist, because fuck they are. And seeing Geralt just, like, he describes a story about how he thought being a monster hunter, being a Witcher, he could be like the hero of the day. And he once saved this girl. Like, he tells the story to Ciri how he saved this woman from a bunch of attackers, saved her and her father. And after he killed all of the people that were attacking them, she threw up on him out of disgust of the corpses. And that pretty much told him, yeah, my life is fucked. And he's not wrong. Like, day in and day out, he's just going around killing monsters for coin, for people that don't appreciate him and would more likely want him dead for no other reason besides the fact that his eyes look like cat eyes. And just in the world of Witcher itself, it's so fucking harsh. So he feels that he needs to be harsh right back. That destiny just go suck his dick, more or less. And he doesn't. All he does is just kill monsters for coin. But that's a lie. Dandelion hits it right, the nail right in the head. He has a hero complex. For as much as he goes on about wanting to avoid conflict, he can't avoid injustice when it's happening right in front of him. Like, one of my favorite side missions in Witcher 3 is the Red Baron side mission.
Oh, yeah.
I won't spoil it, but like you can just choose not to go any further. Like after you find out we're serious with the Crones, you don't have to help the Red Baron anymore after that. But Geralt would definitely help him after that. I mean, he even made a wish from a genie, well, a djinn, that tied his fate to Yennefer's to save her life. And that's definitely a selfless act of love that contradicts his whole speech about staying neutral and shit. He is heroic neutral at its finest. But the thing is, I call him an anti-hero because he still kills mostly for coin, and there are times where he does some kind of fucked up stuff.
Oh, that's an understatement.
That's an understatement.
Like, and a lot of times, like my quote said, he ends up getting caught up in a lot of situations where you just don't know what the fuck the right thing is. Like, you can do one thing and it ends up leading to worse outcome, or you can do the bad thing in the moment but it leads to a better outcome, or things just get fucked up in general. I also love his relationship with Ciri. I won't spoil any more than that either, though, but his relationship with Ciri, one of the best things, honestly.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Not expecting Witcher, dude.
I'm gonna quote last video. All women are queens
If she breathes, she's a god.
Oh, also, fun fact on that note, Witchers have a very high libido.
Oh
So, yeah, he constantly has to have sex.
So as we know, number 6 is 1847, but it is my last tie, actually.
Oh.
Because what I'm saying is that Jack is back.
What? No.
Raiden from Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance.
I actually consider him more a hero, but now I think about it, yeah, he's an anti-hero too. Shit.
Everyone in Metal Gear is an anti-hero.
Literally. But yeah, what can I add up with the Agent 47? Maybe this. Stop trying to do some over-the-top Hitman movies. Even though Absolution was okay, but the first movie was horrible.
Yeah.
But I just love the lore behind it. It's just, you're basically a Swiss Army knife. You know like how to do your job. And because I played Hitman, basically a lot of Hitman. I played a lot of those games, but I also played the demo of Hitman 3. I'm kind of excited because, like Kevin said, you kill him with a pen, a steak knife. You can actually knock someone out with a fish.
Oh yeah, the fish.
Sniper Kitty with a fish.
No.
Oh man, if you can knock someone out with a fish and just go like, here, have a fish, just.
No, it would be better if it was a boot to the face. Ah.
So do you know what type of fish it is?
You
know what type of fish it is? Because I got a shitty joke to make.
No.
I don't know about that. So continuing with it, it's just, I just love the fact that how they're actually, Square Enix is going deeper into this guy's development and how he's actually starting to become more of a three-dimensional character, not just a killer, but trying to find his own place in the world. And of course, when you're killing someone, you gotta look good rocking the suit with the red tie.
Oh yeah.
But let me go to Raiden.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. I don't know why people didn't like playing Metal Gear Solid 2 with him. He was fine. You have plenty of Snake moments. It's Raiden's turn. But when you play Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance in his cyborg form, and I just love the guy's like comedy as well. As he would get his arm chopped, I was like, damn, not again.
I literally shit not again. Well, he's already lost.
But it's just the reason why I put him here, because he's running from a past that's catching up with him. how his code name was Jack the Ripper, how he killed for the pleasure of it. And it's just, when you unlock that mode in Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, that cutscene was like, why isn't this a movie? That was like huge props for the writing and the voice acting. I am just so intrigued with the Metal Gear lore, and I really hope Konami doesn't screw it up like it did after Kojima's exit. But I just love Raiden, like his sword. I want that sword. Being able to cut through even giant mech Metal Gears, just like they're cutting through butter.
The fact that he used the blade of the Metal Gear against it.
When you can fight a giant robot with his own arm, you know you're a badass. So yes, the two most iconic assassins in gaming is Agent 47 and Raiden. My last tie for this list.
You got a big fucking thumbs up for me. Damn. Nate, try to top that, or I'm gonna.
Because we're at the halfway mark. Number 5.
Yeah, you don't need to do your
Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Ha! You're not even good enough to be my fake. Yes, Kevin mentioned it earlier. I'm bringing him back. Shadow the Hedgehog.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Bro.
Honestly, Shadow was one of my OG anti-heroes, right up there with Vegeta, Paul, and Kaiba. And when I played Sonic Adventure 2 for the first time, and when I saw Shadow's design, it was just amazing. He's literally a darker version of Sonic in terms of personality, looks, and power. And Kevin mentioned his backstory too. He was originally created to be the ultimate life form. He was meant to be good, but after what happened in the Space Colony arc, it really corrupted him. He only thinks about revenge. He wants to use the Eclipse Cannon to destroy life on Earth. And he'll do anything to do with it. And also, if it wasn't for Shadow, we wouldn't have the full extent of what the Chaos Emeralds could do. Chaos Control, Chaos Blast, Chaos Spear, and so much. If you think that Sonic already has full control with the Chaos Emeralds with Super Sonic, then you haven't seen Shadow when he uses the Chaos Emeralds to teleport and own Sonic on their first encounter. It was just so amazing. And yeah, he did soften up a bit later on, but he still retains that cool factor that he always has from the first game appearance. It's so good. He even has like a bit of a dry sense of humor, especially in the Sonic Boom cartoon. Yeah, I'll say this, the Sonic Boom cartoon is better than the video games. But that's the
You're
second.
not wrong.
That's not a high bar to clear, though.
I know. But the fact that Shadow, he always remains edgy, but always has a bit of like a good sense of justice, even when he has to take down other bigger threats. Biohazard, and yeah, Black Doom, Mephiles the Dark, Infinite, and so much. And also, he has a lot of great battles over like the years. He's just so incredible. So, yeah, I feel like that Sega did went a little crazy with Shadow the Hedgehog.
You think, having him use guns, saying damage, shit, yeah. Definitely not good for kids.
And why Sonic 06 brought that back, I have no idea. But regardless, I love Shadow. He's one of my childhood anti-heroes. He's amazing. That's my number 5.
Good job. Wow.
Nice.
Wow. I was number 10, now you're number 5. Wow. I wonder if he's gonna be number 1.
Indeed. Go ahead, EVA. What is your number 5?
Number 5 is a guy who chooses the Twilight Road to the Dawn. Number 5 is Riku from Kingdom Hearts.
Oh.
You motherfucker! You should have come on, you dumbass! You actually dumbass! You had a chance to put his costume on, you didn't.
It would have ruined the surprise.
No, I'm disappointed. Like SE too.
Since when you're not disappointed?
Especially in me. Come on, you're like my dad.
Yeah, talk about Riku.
Oh, okay. You want to talk about going the full character arc from villain to hero? He did that. He did that. And I'm specifically talking about the version timeline between Chain of Memories and KH2. That is when he reached prominent anti-hero levels for me, okay? Because yes, he uses the power of darkness to fight evil. And taking Xehanort's form, come on, you know that's gotta mess him up mentally somehow.
That's what Xehanort does. Messes
Yeah, he does
up.
that with everybody, okay? Hey, that's why he was on my villain list. And yeah, let's get this out of the way. He is a better Keyblade user than Sora.
Yes.
Okay?
I agree.
Yeah, I like Sora more, but Riku kicks his ass in a fight. No ifs, ands, or buts. Okay? The fact that he passed the mark of mastery when Sora almost died kind of sold it on me for that. And look, he does. I just really like him, okay? That's why he's number 5.
Wow.
Alrighty.
Do I really need any more reason than that?
No, but you can stop studying from it. Just kidding, no. All right. It's
What
my
do you want
turn.
from me? I speak faster than I can think.
Go ahead, Kev. What do you got?
All right. This is my second time. So, Grand Theft Auto, but better. Wei Shen from the Sleeping Dogs game, and Ada Wong from Resident Evil.
What?
Ada?
Ada, yeah. What, Trey? Oh, did I piss you off, Trey?
Nah, I'm not a big fan of Ada, but she doesn't piss me off.
I'm not a big fan of Stu, and you didn't hear me complaining.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying she didn't piss me off. I just don't like her.
Go.
I'm a cleric
go.
guy.
Okay, let's start with Wei. Basically, he is originally came from Hong Kong. His mom moved him and sister to San Francisco after his sister she kind of was a druggie, but then she kind of overdosed in the States, so he actually became a cop, an undercover cop. And he's good at his job, a little too good because he's a little violent. But in an operation for Hong Kong, he decides to join the Sun On Yi, a gang with his old friend Jackie. And man, he really does play the role of an anti-hero because he is a police officer. Don't get me wrong. He actually can do police jobs. At the same time, he's violent. I mean, you can break arms, break legs. You can throw people down a vent. You can shove them in a trash can. You can even slam their head on a car door 5 times. Like, seriously, this guy's violent. But, like, the problem is, he gets too attached to the gang life. His handler, Raymond, even says, "You're getting too attached to this. I knew this was a problem." And just, Wei? He doesn't care. He tries to be a good cop, but at the same time, he also has to step up, especially when the leader, Winston, dies of the Sun On Yi. Like, seriously, he takes the role of the leader for them. And god damn it, he takes it seriously. I mean, when his best friend dies, hung like a piece of meat, guys, he gets tortured, shot, and yet he still has time to run in the rain, murder a bunch of people, and chase the fucker who did it, Big Smile Lee, by throwing that fucker in an ice chipper. I'm just like, yes, fuck you, Big Smile Lee. Honestly, like, Sleeping Dogs is such an underrated game. Like, seriously, it's Grand Theft Auto, but in China. It's great, you know? And Wei, he's human, but at the same time, he's a violent-ass human. And I love that. Let's go to Ada.
Oh.
Oh, Ada. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Okay. I've only played Resident Evil 4 and 5, but I even know. Yes, EDA, for God's sake, you lecherous piece of shit. But okay. Yeah. Ada, just when you meet her in Resident Evil 2, she seems like another agent. She's fine as hell. And I like her chemistry with Leon. She tries to help him, but then we learn she's a spy. And God damn it, that kind of broke my heart because I shipped her and Leon so much.
You're not the only one.
People still do, even after that.
Mm-hmm.
Leon X Claire for life.
Exactly. But God damn it, in Resident Evil 2, that's when I really fell in love with her. It's not just the dress. It's not just the dress. It's her personality. I love how teasing she is. I love the weapon she uses. And I love that even though she and Leon, in a way, don't get along, she kind of cares enough to actually give him the weapon to kill Salazar. Or Sadler. It was awesome. I just love that she'll do the mission, but that doesn't mean she won't be a good hero. So yeah, Wei Shen and Ada Wong are here on my number 5.
Wow.
Yep.
Hey, Trey, what do you got?
I got a pirate that sets sail on the 7 seas with a hidden blade on his wrist.
No way!
Edward
No
Kenway from Assassin's Creed.
Dude, he's on my list.
He's on my list. No, he's on my list.
He's on my list, man.
Wow.
Dude, it's a
Edward
How did I
Kenway
forget
is
about him?
dominating now.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to be real. Connor Kenway is my favorite assassin, but like
Really?
EDA said earlier, there are some assassins that are lean more towards the hero side, and Connor definitely does that. But Edward, he is a fucking pirate in every sense of the word. Like, he robs, he lies, he kills, he steals, he cheats. Like, it's only until like you're 70% through the story where pretty much all of your friends are either dead or have abandoned you that Edward starts to really think, okay, maybe I fucked up. Like, his how he got into piracy, I sympathize with it. He started out as a privateer that just wanted to earn money for his fiance, his wife.
His wife.
But she was just trying to tell him we don't need to be rich to be happy. But he was like, no, you deserve more. So he went on to he said so anyway, even though it put a strain on their relationship. And privateering soon led to piracy, and sooner or later, he's getting involved with this assassin Templar shit.
Oh
But
yeah.
instead of doing the right thing and telling the assassins about the Templars' plans, he does the wrong thing and pretty much helps the Templars act unintentionally, might I add. Although he does kill a few assassins himself, he helps them raid their hideout and more or less tries to find the observatory himself and sell it to the highest bidder.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what pirates do.
I mean, yeah, it's perfectly fine. Like although it pissed me off, looking back in hindsight, it's interesting seeing someone in the Assassin's Creed franchise not really start out with altruistic intentions. Like, even Altair, as much of a jack as he at least was devoted to the cause. Edward, he was only devoted to money. And although he had someone to give that money to, it honestly wasn't worth it. There was just too much that he lost along the way. Blackbeard, freaking Mary, when she died in that prison, it was just like, that's what really hit him. It was like, I really am just a selfish piece of shit right now, honestly. And I appreciated how he realized that Mary was right. He can be a better man. He just needs to choose to. And I'm glad he chose to. And oh my God, though, in hindsight, when he gets that letter about his daughter, but how his wife passed on for illness, it just, all of that sacrifice he would have made, even if he had found the observatory and got all that money, it would have been for nothing.
Yeah.
But at least he has a daughter. And at least he remarried and had a son and gave birth to my favorite video game villain of all time. Oh, I love Haven.
Oh, yeah.
But yes,
Oh,
Edward
man.
Kenway, the pirate assassin, is my number 5.
Yeah,
Trey,
that got emotional.
Trey, fuck you.
Yes, buddy.
You. I would give you a cyber hug, but COVID prevents me from doing that.
Yeah.
All right, so my number 5.
Oh dear.
What I see here is someone who's a salesman whose life I saved twice right now, except he doesn't have the balls or the guts to take me to where I want to go if I don't actually think about shooting him twice and beating him to the buzzers myself. The game that broke me. John Marston from Red Dead 1.
Trey.
Love John!
Why do you put him on your list?
Because Arthur's a better written character to me.
Oh.
Which is fair. I actually it was hard to choose between those two, but I had to go with John because it's just he lost so much.
Oh,
He
yeah.
lost when you see his prologue in Red Dead 2, how he looks up to Arthur as like a father figure, and when he sends him on his way just for Arthur to die. And then when you're captured by the FBI who takes your own family and forces you to hunt your old gang, you're basically hunting down your own brothers in arms that you called brothers, but they've turned psycho crazy. And it's just, oh man, the trials he had to go through. Whether you kill your original gang members or you save them, it defines who you are in the West. And when he faced face with Dutch in their final confrontation before Dutch kills himself by falling off the ledge, just man. And he got that last bit of happiness in the end. He got to see his family. He got to return home. But it wasn't for long. The government betrayed him and gunned him down on his own property, sending his wife and his son away so he can give them one last chance. When I played that scene, I was literally bawling. I cried because of that. It's just he lost so much and got his life back, only to have it taken away again by a corrupt political bastard who doesn't give a shit about him and just wants to basically do it all for himself because he thinks that honor is just nothing among thieves unless it's taken from them. Red Dead is just such an iconic game, and I was so happy to play the sequel. But each time they give me a character I love, they take him from me. John from the first game, Arthur from the second. If they ever do a Red Dead 3, I am just gonna...
It'd be a Landon Ricketts prequel, Red Dead Redemption 3. Landon
Probably.
Ricketts.
But yes, John Marston is the true outlaw of the West. He had to go on my list at number 5.
Wow.
Wow. That.
On a brighter note, let's go to number 4.
Yeah.
Brandon, you go to the talk now. Nate has the pressure.
Okay, well, this got a little depressing, so I'm gonna bring in a lighthearted game, and this anti-hero, while he may be a bit dark, he still has a bit of a lightheartedness. Number 4, Dark Pit from Kid Icarus Uprising.
Oh,
Yeah.
one of my third favorite characters playing Smash. Really?
Yeah, I honestly love Dark Pit. Kid Icarus Uprising is a pretty underrated game. It was so fun. It brought Kid Icarus back into the spotlight. And with the introduction to Dark Pit into the picture, it was just incredible. They could have went with like the whole cliche anti-hero thing, which they kind of did, but they still had their own spin to it. Dark Pit, he was meant to be an enforcer for the underworld army created by Pandora, and is meant to be every dark aspect of it. But no, after Pit shattered the mirror, Dark Pit just became a bit of a rebel. He goes after the underworld army. Yeah, he wants to be Pit, but he just wants to be his own man. Whatever the heck he wants. And when you fight him in his chapter 6, wow, it really puts a lot of pressure into challenge. Anything that it can do, Dark Pit could do the same thing. He can use any kind of weapon. It just shows how versatile and dangerous he can be. But Dark Pit will have to put his grudge aside just to help out Pig. And not gonna lie, his banter with Pig, Alatana, and Villainy is hilarious. I think my favorite banter between them is when Pit's just asking why he's so doom and gloom, and Dark Pit's like, I've got a better question for you. Why are you so annoyingly fearful? I'm not annoyed, I'm positive. Like I said. Okay, and yeah, as I mentioned for the humor, he also has a bit of a dry sense of humor. Whenever he sees Hades, he'll be like, oh, it's you. And also, like Paul, Pid is blunt, but he's not wrong. He's able to call out Hades, Villainy, and Alatana under bullshit. That's the reason why he chooses to be a rebel. He does whatever the heck he wants. So it is a little odd that he's now with the forces of nature, but hey, it actually fits his role as an anti-hero. And also, when you get to play as him in his solo chapter, it was just incredible. Dark Pit has a lot of great lines, and I honestly like how Dark Pit was played in Smash Bros. Ultimate. He plays the same way as Pit, except he has his own unique style to it. Heck, he even has his own theme incorporated into his victory. Yeah, while I do love Shadow, I think Dark Pit does it better for being an iconic anti-hero. That's my number 4.
Nice, man. Bringing in Kid Icarus. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
All right, EDA. What do you got for your number 4?
5 little words. Evil always finds a way. The Overlord from the Overlord games.
The Overlord?
Specifically the version from Overlord 2. Because
wow.
Look, this is a series that is underrated, okay? Yeah, and I played it a lot because it's very, very fun. Except for the newest one, okay? That was not fun at all. Oh, Fellowship of Evil, you killed the franchise. Way to go. Okay, that rant's done. Now, the Overlord, the third Overlord, the one from Overlord 2. He's the son of the Overlord from the first game. But unlike that game where your player choices are good or bad, here it's domination or destruction. So there is no middle ground, okay? There's no good and bad. It's just evil or more evil. What do you want to be? Okay, and first of all, the guy looks like freaking Sauron, okay? Giant sword, hammers, you name it, he can forge it. He commands minions, which are basically gremlins with personality. And each one has a different style of fighting and what they can do. Brown are just all around brawlers. Green are assassins that can turn invisible. Red, pyros that hurl fireballs at your enemies. And blue, they're the mages who can bring yours back from the dead. It's an extremely versatile system they came up with. And you take down an empire in this game, okay? You take down an empire who's hoarding all the magic. You're basically taking down Nero from the Roman Empire, okay? An arrogant, self-righteous prick who thinks he knows better than everyone. And it is so satisfying, okay? I wish we would get an official Overlord 3. Not the Fellowship, not Dark Legends, not the DS version. I want an official, canonical version of Overlord 3. Because it's been too goddamn long.
Well, too fucking bad.
fuck you too. That's my number 4.
On that note, go ahead, Kev. What do you got for your number 4?
My last tie. And honestly, it is a goddamn shame Eric isn't here. Because, yeah, Nico Bellic from GTA 4 and Michael Townley DeSanta from GTA 5.
Oh my
You're a Michael fan. All right.
What? Wait,
Hey, Michael's cool.
Nothing. I like Michael. I'm just saying you're a Michael fan. That's cool.
I'm sorry, I don't like Franklin or Trevor more. Okay.
There's nothing. Oh my God, Jesus Christ, just go.
Pick which one you're gonna go with.
All right. Well, since I'm a Michael fan, I'm gonna have to go with Nico. Because god damn it, GTA 4. I saw my little cousin play this, and god damn the story. Just Nico is just pretty much an immigrant that came to America, to live the American dream with his cousin Roman, who won't shut the fuck up about bowling. Seriously, I honestly wanted Roman to die. But just Nico, yeah, he was pissed, of course, because instead of this lavish mansion with a bunch of sexy babes, no, it's a shitty apartment with a cockroach-ridden couch. And he starts doing jobs for his cousin, his taxi service. And he starts getting into trouble with the mob, getting their apartment burned down, getting them moved out. It's just a bunch of shit that goes wrong, because they're criminals. But then we learn why Nico's there. Because he's trying to find a traitor that got his unit killed in the army. I'm just like, damn. Everyone he meets, Nico tries to bond with. And I like that, Dwayne, Popstar, even Roman's girlfriend, Mallory, he tries to bond. Even Patrick McReary, he's just trying to bond. He's trying to get the money. He's trying to find this traitor. And he does. And you have a choice. Do you kill him and feel nothing? Or do you let him live and decide, you know what? I will make my own life. And that's deep, I love that. Because Nico he could have done anything. He had the chance to kill him. He couldn't, or he did. Doesn't matter, But god damn it, the ending, just either you lose your cousin, who might be annoying but you love, or you lose your girlfriend. I would have lost the girlfriend. I'm sorry. Okay, the
You're
sister.
not wrong.
Yeah, the Patrick's sister. Patrick's sister is a thought. Yes, Brandon. Yeah, she's a thought. Now let's go to Michael. God damn it! Out of all the GTA 5 protagonists, Michael, I think, is my favorite because he faked his death. He tried to get his family into witness protection. He tried to live a good life. He had the money, but yeah, his son's an asshole, fat ass. His daughter is a cunt, and his wife is a bitch. And yet he still tries to be a decent guy. But he lives in the past. I mean, he loves old movies. I mean, he's classical. But damn, when he has to pay Artin Madrazo, he gets the thrill, and he starts stealing again. And I love that. He's an old thief that has to get his runs. And god damn it, his ability to slow down time while shooting is OP as fuck. I love it. He's the best shooter in the game. But when he loses his family, he realizes, well, shit. What's the point, What was the point? But god damn it, honestly, I love the mission where he actually gets the family together. Even though I don't like all of them, they still need each other, And I just love the mission where you kill his fucking therapist who uses him.
Oh my god, that was satisfying.
Yeah, I was like, dude, you're a professional trying to help your patient. No, you're using him for a fucking reality show. I'm like, fuck you, doc. But god damn it. His relationship with Trevor and Franklin. Franklin's the son he wanted. Franklin is his best friend that he doesn't want anything to do with, but at the same time cares about. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I killed Trevor. Okay,
Wow.
I did it, Trey. Yes, I killed Trevor. Okay, look, I don't know why. I just thought, you know what? I'm gonna test this out. I didn't want to kill Michael first. I already did C, so I killed Trevor, and I
You
felt a little
always
sad.
choose C.
Well, no, not this time, brother. But yeah, so Nico and Michael are tied. Oh shit! I actually triggered.
Wow. Trey might actually kill you, man.
Trey, stay number 3, number 4 before you kill Kevin.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Trey. What do you got for number 4?
Enough! You got me out here. You wrote me in your crazy world of bullshit. If it was lies, new age shit, and arguments about about how good life used to be, I could have stayed my ass in Los Santos. Hello, Franklin. What's up, homie?
Bro!
Dude.
Really?
Franklin Clinton. Yes, I'm a GTA fan.
Fuck you, Eric. I'm sorry, man. I wish Eric was here. Shit.
Oh, you would have been happy.
Okay,
Who would've? No, I love
Eric.
Franklin because he's the most pragmatic and focused of the three. Honestly, like, he knows how to keep his emotional bullshit away from business. Not to mention, like, although he's not necessarily like the worst guy in GTA, he still takes on hit jobs from Lester to help him advance in the stock market. Not to mention his desire to get out of the hood, stop gangbanging, so he can actually earn some money doing more high-level crime shit. He's just trying to quit crime. He's just trying to move on from being a low-ranking criminal to a high-ranking criminal. And I respect that kind of ambition. And he does it. Like, I love his house. His house is easily my favorite of the three main
It
characters.
looks cool.
Amen to that.
And his motorcycle is badass as hell too. I love driving around in it. I go everywhere with it. And honestly, like, I don't know why. It's just I love his focus in the game. Like, he's always the one to cut through the bullshit, you know. And the fact that he sounds like Ice Cube from Friday while doing it just it just appeals to me even more, you know. And like I said, I always choose option C. You always choose option C. I don't give a shit if you played a game 3 times in a row. You choose option C. Always. Okay? Because that's what Franklin would do. Okay? And I love how he realizes that even though he's definitely advanced to a higher level of finance and reputation and respect, he still needs friends in his life. Like, Tanya pretty much called it best. Like, you live in a nice house where nobody gives a fuck about you. So he does need Lamar, he does need Michael, he does need Trevor, he does need Lester. He needs all of them. He doesn't need his crazy ass aunt though. Fuck that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So yeah, Franklin Clinton, the gangster from fucking, what was it? Grove Street, I believe it was. Whatever it was. The gangster from Grove Street that could elevate to a bank thief. He's my number 4.
Wow, you gotta clap for that one, Trey.
Eric would have chosen, and Trevor, we would have gotten the Trinity.
I know.
Damn it.
Wasted
That would have
opportunity.
been nice. So my turn, huh? For number 4. Anyone here gonna survive the zombie apocalypse? Because you gotta wear a red dress doing it. Ada Wong from Resident Evil.
Oh my god, you and Kevin are killing Trey for number 4.
What can I say, man? I like Ada. She's honestly, aside from Claire and Jill, she's one of the most flushed out female characters in Resident Evil. I don't care about Shiva in Resident Evil 5. I don't care about Leon's partner in Resident Evil 6. I do not care about Sherry in Resident Evil 6 either.
Nobody.
Dude.
She was better in Resident Evil 2 because I actually cared about her. I don't care about her in Resident Evil 6.
Resident Evil 6 never exists.
But Ada just, throughout her time in Resident Evil 2 through 6, she actually has some character growth. And I'm not just talking about her figure, okay? But it's just that when you first meet her in Resident Evil 2, yes, of course, she was faking being an FBI agent, but you actually believed her. She was just that good at actually spinning a web of false.
She's a good actress.
But when Resident Evil 4 came around, she's actually giving more development, more backstory on why she's working still with Umbrella, why she's actually doing this. And I just love her sassiness and just the way she just teases Leon almost constantly whenever they meet each other. It's just fuck already. I am serious though, but Ada's gadgets are just like, she is basically like an agent from Get Smart with all of these crazy gadgets she has. She has a grappling hook. She has a scanner to hack things. She has a remote. She basically has a remote like gun to actually fire off like different projectile bullets. And when she's in Resident Evil 6, I think she hit the peak mark of her development, branching off to be just be it for herself. No one else matters but yourself in this day and age with the zombie apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
And I just gotta say, if they actually, if the rumors are right, after Resident Evil 8, if they do Resident Evil 4, the remake, I will be happy. I will be really happy with that.
One thing they gotta do about the remake, get rid of Ashley Graham.
I don't know if they could because that's part of the story. But either way, I just really like, there are plenty of other female characters I could have added for Resident Evil, but I just think Ada Wong is just one of the best characters developed. And she had to go with number 4. And it's also from Resident Evil 4. But that is it. We are going to number 3.
Yeah.
What do you got, Nate?
Hanzo is dead. Call me Scorpion.
Hey, you motherfucker.
I had to, but here's an interesting fact. He's tied with someone, and this might be a bit of a shock for you, Brandon,
Who's
but
tied with Scorpion?
the other person that did that is embodiment of vengeance. I'll take that head from your shoulders and hang it from the gates of Angmar.
Oh my
Yes.
God, no!
Street from Fire Emblem 3 houses.
I thought it was Kratos for some reason.
Oh shit, I think Brandon's brain left his head.
I don't
Yeah,
know
he's
what to
brain
say
dead.
anymore.
Good job, Nate. You know what, Nate? I'm gonna give you a round of applause because you broke fucking Brandon.
I mean, this ain't the first time I broke it. I mean, I did broke it with laughter in the cartoon SNK, but that's another story.
All right, go, Nate, before I'm morally obligated to rip out your spine like Sub-Zero.
Oh boy, yeah, I'm gonna talk about Scorpion first. Honestly, along with Shadow, Scorpion was one of my OG anti-heroes. I freaking love this guy. Yeah, he may be like overrated per se, but it's his story that I really love about him. And heck, even the Mortal Kombat Legends movie showcased it. He was a nice guy. He had a very positive life. It wasn't until Quan Chi posted himself as Bihan and murdered not only the entire clan, but his wife and son too. That literally drove him insane. And it wasn't until he became like a part of the Netherrealm and he came back as Scorpion. Oh my god. As much as I love Velvet, Scorpion makes her look weak in comparison. Literally, he can, even though you kill him, he'll just go back to the Netherrealm and be revived. And going there, it increases his power even further. He's very skilled with his blades and all that, and the kunai, get over here. Yes. Nice. But yeah, I know that people are very iffy on the new timeline, but I do like how Hanzo went from like a vengeful person to, well, he was able to find a way to redeem himself. He was able to kill the one that murdered his whole clan. Even in Mortal Kombat 11, where he convinces his past self to not make the same mistake that he made. That was honestly really interesting. And my god, props to Patrick Sates. I don't think anybody else can voice Scorpion like him. He got the burning rage, the deep voice, and everything. But I think that's enough about Scorpion. Let's talk about the one that I legit shocked Brandon with, Dimitri. Honestly, as much as I love Edelgard and Claw, which I also consider them as anti-heroes per se, considering the routes you go to, it's not a perfect route. But Dimitri, I think he also embodies revenge as well. Literally, after the massacre in Dusker, it broke him. And he hides all of that under by pretending, well, to be the basic Fire Emblem lore. But when he found out the Flamed Emperor's identity, the dude snaps. He laughs crazily. And he ended up going on a massacre killing spree. It's just insane how he went from being generic to insane. And also in the time skip, that freaking outfit. The fact that he has like a lion-like cape, the eye patch, the armor. It looks amazing. I just love how it's designed. And also he has a really deep booming quote. Kill every last one of them. No joke. I trembled when I heard that quote. It was insane. But yeah, overall, Scorpion and Dimitri, they're embodying vengeance. That's my number 3.
Wow, man. What do you got, EDA, to go with that?
This party's getting crazy.
Oh
Let's
my
rock.
god! 4?
Dante!
4.
4-2!
A 4.
What else can I say about this guy, okay? He is the embodiment of devil may care attitude. And yes, I am aware of that pun. Okay?
It defines who he is.
Yeah. First of all, yes, Nate pointed out earlier, Devil Trigger looks freaking badass. But when you upgrade it in Devil May Cry 5, that's the cherry on top of the sundae, my friend. Because it's awesome. And I don't know if any of you guys have seen the anime, but it's not that bad. It's not that good, but it ain't that bad either. Brandon, you okay?
No, yeah, I'm good. I'm fine, man. Don't worry about me.
Are you sure? You look like you froze over for a second.
I'm good.
All these weapons are badass. I mean, let's just talk about the craziest one. Pandora, okay? It's a briefcase that can transform into 666 different weapons. Where the hell does it keep this stuff, man?
Can you stop quoting Death Battle the original?
I'm not quoting it, okay? Do we need to even talk about his styles, okay? Doppelganger, Royal Guard, Quicksilver, Trickster, all badass. Yes, okay? But, you guys do know that he's loosely based off of Dante's Inferno, right? He's extreme, like 1% based off of. Okay, the names are at least.
I thought they were based off of like something comedy. What was it?
The Divine Comedy. That was Dante.
That's literally Dante's Inferno. It's a Divine Comedy.
Well, the first third anyway. Yeah. God, this guy is awesome. I love this guy. I do not mind that I had to wait until I was like 20 to play the games because I couldn't get them on the PlayStation. And number 3 is Dante.
Wow.
And last but not least, Jaguar.
God.
Oh yeah. Go ahead, Kev. What do you got?
Who likes Pokemon? Because this is one of my favorite all-time rivals, Silver from Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Oh.
Ew.
Silver, pure asshole. He steals a starter that's stronger than yours and tries to beat you with it. When he loses, of course, he's a sore loser. He's gonna say, my Pokemon was tired. And he just leaves. And of course, like a Pokemon rival, he'll always come back. But this guy, he does not hold back on the insults. I mean, he will insult the shit out of you every turn. And my god, his lineup of Pokemon, like, any of the starters, Magneton, Ghastly, Sneasel, like, dude, this guy just has a freaking powerhouse team. But there's one moment I remember where he kind of showed some level of humanity. The Ampharos at the Lighthouse. He was there for it. Think about it, Nate. He didn't need to be there. He was there. He actually watched it. Like, in a way, he cares. And he doesn't stop being an asshole until Lance comes in and tells him everything you've been doing is wrong. And when Silver fights you again, he realizes, shit, maybe he was right. So he stopped appearing for a while, and then when you're about to reach the Elite Four, he battles you one more time with the Crobat, which needs to evolve with Happiness. Like, see? He learned. And goddammit, when you beat him, he's not mad. He respects you. And I just love his hatred of Team Rocket. Like, he's always talking about how fuck Team Rocket, how he's always trying to stop them. And like Nate pointed out, he's the son of Giovanni. That's why he hates Team Rocket, because they remind him of his goddamn father. I'm just like, damn, that's deep. But the last time we see him is when you team up with him against Lance and Claire.
That was a good tag battle.
I know, like it showed that he's a genuinely good guy. So he went from being an asshole to being somewhat of a decent human. This is why he's the best rival in the games. Fuck Blue. This is the best one. So Silver's my number 3. And again, Nate. And again, Nate. Nate, again. All you, buddy. Go ahead, Trey.
What do you got, Trey, to go off with number 3?
Zeus, your son has returned.
Oh, for fuck's
I bring
sake.
the destruction of Olympus.
I freaking called
Kratos,
it. And
God of War.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
yes.
Now, let's be honest. He would not be on my top 10 list if it was not for God of War 4.
Exactly. He's just a villain to me in the first 3 games.
And you're not wrong. Like, all he's concerned about is pretty much revenge. Like, always revenge. In the first game, it's revenge against Ares. In the second game, it's revenge against Zeus. In the third game, fuck it, all the gods have to die. And the Titans. Damn everything else. You know, like, he's selfish like that. Like, even his backstory, like, as tragic as it is, he kind of made his own bed with that one. Like,
Oh, yeah.
he killed his own family in bloodlust. Like,
Yep.
that was both his and Ares' fault. No lie on that one. And the destruction he wreaks upon Olympus, on Greece as a whole, like by the time of God of War 3 ends, it's just like, this is definitely disproportionate retribution. Like, while it's satisfying beating the shit out of Zeus, did you really have to murder Hephaestus like that, man? Like, did you really have to leave so many innocent people to die? Use fucking whores as lever switches, man?
He's already deep into vengeance, man.
Yep. But thankfully, God of War 4 came out. And holy shit. They literally went old man Logan with Kratos, and I loved it.
Yes.
Like, he learned his lesson that revenge brings nothing but destruction and misery for everyone involved. But instead of trying to redeem himself, he just goes like, you know what? Fuck all that. I'm just gonna chill out in the woods with my giant wife and my son that I don't ever call his name.
Boy.
Take a shot every time he says boy. You will die.
You will die of alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
But like I mentioned when I said how Baldur is one of my favorite video game villains, I love his character development in that game. How he tries to dissuade Atreus from going down the same path he did. How he tries to warn Baldur that seeking revenge on someone, especially your own family members, leads to nothing but pain. That you will regret it when all is said and done. How he literally goes from the start of the game saying like, we do not involve ourselves with the gods and their drama, to the end of the game where he involves himself with the gods and their drama to prevent a son from killing his mother. He made the right choice. Like that was probably like the first genuinely heroic thing he ever does in the series, and I love that. And
Hot meat
his
kettle.
quiet moments of reflection on, like, just his wife has passed, and you see that grief conveyed throughout the entire game, and his reluctant choice to get the blades of chaos again. Tell me you guys did not get chills when you were sailing down that river. And him telling off Athena one last time, saying that he is not her monster anymore. I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
I am excited for Ragnarok, and I am excited to beat the shit out of out of Odin and Thor. But I'm not excited to see Kratos die for a final time.
Mm.
Nobody is.
Damn. Alrighty, so my number 3. Get over here!
Oh.
No way!
Scorpion!
Am I gonna have to
Yes.
get combat with both of you?
Oh my god, I can't believe we meant to link for Scorpion.
What can I say? I love me some undead ninjas, man.
Mhm.
Granted though, it was hard because both Scorpion and Sub-Zero are my go-to fighters from Mortal Kombat. It was a hard choice, but just Scorpion's backstory is just really what set it above the bar. He wants to have a normal life, to basically be a farmer. That's what he wants to be. He was supposed to be a farmer, not a ninja assassin. But it's just when the fact that he was betrayed by Quan Chi and just learned to hate Sub-Zero for just so much of his life that it basically caused his own death. It basically just forced him into Quan Chi's presence to be his revenant. And when he was reborn as Scorpion, oh my god. Mortal Kombat, you just made your own version of Ghost Rider. So but when I played an MK9, that was just his design, his voice was just so good. This is where I was reborn. This is where you will pay. And they amplified that in MKX and MK11. And I cannot wait for the reboot of Mortal Kombat movie to show up. Because my god, they are doing it fucking rated R. They're keeping the fatalities. And I cannot wait because the first 10 minutes is supposed to be a huge bloodbath between Hanzo and Bihan. Just, that is what we were missing. I don't know where they're going to go with Mortal Kombat after the 11th game is done and they're doing this whole rewriting of history. I don't know where they're going to go, but all I know is that both Fire and Ice, Sub-Zero and Scorpion will always have that rivalry. And they're the best rivals in video game history, but Scorpion just takes it above that pot. And I love this. Yes, he knows how to use those chains. Kinky, am I right?
Yikes.
Dude, his wife and son died. Have some compassion.
You never show any compassion in half the game, so why should I? So, we're going to number 2.
All right, number 2. Honestly, I was originally going to go with a different character, but like Iron Man for the anime anti-heroes, he went from being generic to a very complexing character. And he is literally Joker, but on the opposite side. Number 2, Goro Akechi.
Say from the game,
What?
dumbass.
Yep, Persona 5, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Honestly, I was not expecting the second Ace Detective to be an assassin in disguise. That was just insane. And I did meant when I said he's literally Joker, but the polar opposite. While Joker is mostly like quiet and subtle, Akechi, he wants to stand out. The reason why he wants to stand out is very understandable. You can blame Shido for abandoning him, and he lost his own mother after she gave birth to him. All he wants is to be part of life. But after being alone for so long, it corrupted him. I literally feel bad for the guy. I may not fully agree with the methods that he's done, but I can understand where he's coming from. Everybody wants to be acknowledged in some way and somehow, and Akechi definitely embodies it. And his rivalry with Joker, it was just incredible. Both of them shared the same goal, they just had different approaches to doing it. Joker wants to change a person's heart, Akechi wants to focus on killing. And Jesus Christ. When it came to the twist after the Sixth Palace, wow. There was a reason why I did that quote earlier for the beginning. It was just that good.
Plus his design.
Yeah, I love the prince-like outfit that he has when posing as Crow, but when he puts on the black mask outfit,
I know. Dude, he's a monster.
He is, and when he goes insane, it's even scarier. Going from Robin Hood to Loki, Jesus. It really, those two personas definitely embodies Akechi's nature. He wants to be viewed as a hero, but his powers prevent him from doing it. But it still didn't stop him from being his own person, which leads into what I really love about Persona 5 Royal. They expanded his character and give him a better reason to hate Joker and respect him at the same time.
Agreed.
And not gonna lie, I really love his dry and morbid sense of humor in the third semester. Let's say that idle chit-chat for later, unless teaming up with a ruthless sort of person is too much for you. God, edgy Akechi. See, Shadow, this is how you be an edgy person right there. Oh my god. Hey, blame the Shadow the Hedgehog game for that one. And also, I love how Akechi, out of all the people in the fantasies, he doesn't believe in the whole friendship thing. He wants to do his own thing. And one of my favorite quotes that he said, he was like, "I'm a bit occupied, so do your goddamn job." He's literally like, fuck you, My Little Pony friendship BS. I'm doing things my way.
No, it's fairy tale bullshit friendship thing.
It's also Naruto bullshit.
Any anime or show that uses friendship values all thing. Yeah, I love Akechi. He's very interesting. He's very complex. I love him as an anti-hero. That's why he's my second favorite male in Persona 5, and that is why he's number 2 for my anti-heroes list.
Nice, dude. Go ahead, EA. What do you got?
Well, speaking about hating the power of friendship, so does this guy. Hey, Nate brought him up earlier. Yuri Lowell from Tales of Vesperia. Yeah, yes. Because, yes, this guy does not give a... Okay? He's just cocky. I find him extremely funny, okay? And I think that was the point. And yeah, he does have a soft side, and he does care for people, but you fuck with him, he will freaking destroy you. I mean, do you remember what he did to Kumo?
Yeah.
Buried alive in a desert, okay? That is a freaking torturous way to kill someone. And then Kumo's begging for his life, and Yuri's like, how many people told you the same thing and you ignored? Oh, that is so true. He does not have any qualms. If he doesn't care about what the law said, if he wants to do something good, he will freaking do something good, even if it means going against the law. And okay, yes, I didn't really like how he ended up with Estelle. I always put him with Judith, but that's just me. The guy can fight. Okay, the guy fights. Okay, it doesn't matter. Swords, axes, you name it, he can fight. And he's got the best dog in all of video games, okay?
Ricky.
Let's get that out of the way. Rapide kicks Zwei's ass, okay? Let's get that out of the way.
That's a fact.
Yeah, any dog that can use magic is automatically awesome. And if you own said dog, that makes you awesome too. Number 2 is Yuri Lowell.
Nice.
Wow. Nice, brother.
What
Go
do you
ahead,
know?
Kev.
You haven't played the game.
I have played the game. I have it.
Oh,
Piece of
I didn't
shit.
know that. My bad.
The shit.
Anyways,
Sorry.
go ahead, Kev. What do you got?
So, EDA brought up one character from this franchise that Trey's shocked that I didn't react to. Because this guy's a better anti-hero. Dowd from Dishonored.
Dowd?
Knew it.
Dowd. Yeah.
Wow.
I know. Okay, so, god damn it. Okay, like the game, if you just play the main game, he's a villain. That's it. But if you played Knife of Dunwall and bring more witches, he's so much more complex. And honestly, he's better than Corvo, in my opinion. Like, do you agree, Brandon? Or
I actually agree, especially like when you face him after you played those DLCs in the mission. You either kill or spare him.
exactly? I mean, he's a mercenary. He's a killer. Okay, he's a hired killer. He was branded by the mark of the outsider, and he decides, you know what? I'm going to share this power with my men. And he doesn't care. He killed nobles, normal people. It doesn't matter. But when he killed the Empress, it went too far. It fucked all of Dunwall, and Dowd actually felt guilt. So what did he do? He learned that there was a woman called Delilah trying to kill Emily. He works from the shadows to find her. So in a way, Dowd's the real hero because he dealt with the supernatural shit. Okay? I mean, he actually cares about some of his people, especially Billy Lurk, his apprentice. So in the end of the game, depending on your choices, either she'll fight you because she sees you as weak, or she'll let you kill her because she wants an honorable death. I mean, seriously, like he cared about her. And just him fighting the witches, like seriously, these bitches are crazy.
Yeah.
And Dowd fucking interrogated one by knowing that they were faking a surrender, grabbing their arm, stabbing them, and forcing them to talk. Like seriously, this guy does not give a fuck, and I love it. And man, when he killed Delilah, dude, god damn it, just the way she died, you stab her, she gives you a jump scare, and you stab her in the mouth. I'm just like, dude, Dowd. Like, seriously. He may have similar powers to Corvo, but he utilizes them well. And like Brandon said, in the DLC, you actually get to see, in his perspective, the fight you have with Corvo. That's crazy. So it's just, he is the hero, because Corvo dealt with the normal people. Dowd about the supernatural. And his voice. I love his voice. It's gravelly, it's tired, but he's badass. I'm just a little ashamed of what happened with Dishonored 2 for him. I'm a little.
Ah.
But still, Dowd forever will be one of my second favorite anti-hero of all time.
Damn, nice.
Uh-huh. All right,
All right,
Trey.
Trey, what do you
Can you,
got?
can you tell my best boy?
Alex Mercer killed his wife and daughter, turned him into a monster, spread the virus, and sent pets down to hunt him. His name is James Heller, and he killed Alex Mercer.
Oh, I thought it was Alex Mercer, but then damn.
Wow.
Whoa.
I love Prototype, but Prototype 2 was what introduced me to the series. I'm going to be honest. And even though, objectively speaking, the first Prototype is a better game, I love the shit out of James Heller. Like, he is pretty much Kratos, but somehow on steroids. And then you make him a black man. And that's what you get. Like, I just love how solely obsessed with revenge he is. Like, but I like how it doesn't like blur his common sense either, though. Because like when he finds Alex Mercer though in the red zone, he straight up runs at him with a knife and gets his ass kicked. But after he gets infected with the virus and Alex Mercer tells him like, "Hey, Blackwatch and Gentech made this shit, not me." James Tyler's like, "Oh shit, really? Well, let's fuck them up." But then he finds out that Alex Mercer's is planting double agents and turning people into evolved like him and Mercer. Tyler's like, "Okay, you son of a bitch, what else you hiding?" And he finds out that Alex Mercer started a second outbreak. And that's like, everyone is going to die. Like, what Heller says to one of the scientists that he fights that are evolved, he summarizes it best. He's not a fucking hero. He's just a guy that's out to kill some bastards that deserve to die. And he's not wrong. Working with Hector Guerra, Dana Mercer herself, and just hunting down all these evolved and destroying Blackwatch and Gentech from within, while working your way up the ladder to eventually get to the apex predator himself. After he kidnaps your daughter, by the way, that was a big plot twist. I had no idea how that was coming at all. Like, well done on Prototype 2 for that part. But that final boss fight, that was fun as hell. Fighting against the character that you played at in the first game, seeing some of your own powers on display put against you was just awesome. And James Heller himself also has probably the funniest dialogue I have ever heard. Like, hearing him try to figure out what the fuck a computer keyboard is in a Blackwatch base, and his final threat to Mercer: "I will skull fuck you and drain your memories out the hole."
Wouldn't that make him a boomer?
He is a fucking boomer.
Yeah.
Wow.
You fucking broke Trey. Good job, Nate.
I wasn't trying to. I was just shocked by that.
Yeah, but despite how much I like James Heller, we can't deny that he gets a lot of people killed over the course of the game. And he doesn't deny it either. And because of that, he's pretty much number 2. Like, unlike everyone below him, he just keeps going straight forward, regardless of how much destruction he causes.
Damn. Alrighty then. So number 2 for me. Get in the boat, boy. Kratos from God of War.
Oh my god.
Yes, the guy who literally teaches us that video games, you can go to anger management therapy. But there is no denying it. Kratos is basically an anti-hero. He doesn't care what he does, all he cares about is his goal. Revenge for his family and revenge for the gods who lied and betrayed him. Pretty much it showed when he's towards the end of God of War 2, when he learned that he is the son of Zeus. And I'm just like, I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming at all. And just before God of War 3 was coming out, and there was like the Chains of Olympus and Ghost of Sparta. Those two games also dive deeper into his backstory, into like how he was betrayed by the gods to basically do the dirty work for them because they didn't want to do it. But of course, God of War 4 sees him as like a wise person just trying to keep someone away from the path that he did. And it shows in the first fight when you fight the troll. Atreus just goes, by the time you kill the thing, Atreus just goes mad with rage, just wanting to fight. And Kratos is trying desperately not for his son not to go down the path that he did. And like Trey said before, the most heroic thing he did was to try and stop Baldur from killing his mother. Because all it does, it leads you down a path of pain, regret, and just you cannot claw your way out of it, even if you wanted to. And I am just like, I feel sorry for the guy too. He lost 2 wives in the course of the series. His first wife because he killed because he was basically blinded with rage by Ares. The second one just died from old age. And he has to live with that being a single father now. But yes, the moment when he gets the blades of chaos again, that moment was just the cinematography, the music, and of course, yes, when you use those things in the new God of War playstyle, is just absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait for God of War 5. But yes, like we all are, it's gonna be hard to see Kratos go, but who knows? It may save that for another game, but even if it does, Kratos is taking us on a wild ride. And it's going to be hard to see him go. So on this note, we're going to go ahead and dive right into honorable mentions. So, without further ado, let's begin.
Meta Knight from Kirby.
Meta Knight from Kirby.
Sly Cooper from Sly Cooper.
Bayonetta, also known as Cereza from Bayonetta.
Alex Mercer from Prototype.
Sly Cooper from the Sly Cooper series.
Geralt of Rivia.
Geralt of Rivia.
Death from Darksiders.
Conquer from Conquer's Bad Fur Day.
Altair from Assassin's Creed.
Cryptosporidium from Destroy All Humans.
Connor Kenway, Assassin's Creed 3.
Shadow the Hedgehog from the Sonic franchise.
Joel from The Last of Us.
Magus from Chrono Trigger.
Altair from Assassin's Creed 1.
And Takamaki, Persona 5.
Raiden from Metal Gear.
Ezio Auditore from Assassin's Creed 2 and Revelations.
Sagat from the Street Fighter series.
Connor Kenway, Assassin's Creed 3.
Alex Mercer, Prototype.
Booker DeWitt from Bioshock.
Starkiller, The Force Unleashed.
Trevor Phillips from GTA 5.
And Takamaki, Persona 5.
Rouge the Bat, Sonic.
Fetch, also known as Abigail Walker from Infamous.
Michael from GTA 5.
Alvin from Tales of Xillia.
Joker, Persona 5.
Wolf, Star Fox.
Jack from Mass Effect.
Garrett from Thief.
Kratos from God of War.
Makoto, Persona 5.
Aiden Pierce, Watch Dogs.
Nathan Drake, the Uncharted series.
Zero from the Mega Man Zero series.
Dowd from Dishonored.
Lee Everett, Telltale's The Walking Dead.
Arthur Morgan, Red Dead 2.
Ada Wong for the Resident Evil series.
John Talbane from Darkstalkers.
Laura Croft, Tomb Raider.
Makoto Najima, Persona 5.
Nero from Devil May Cry.
Sam Fisher from Splinter Cell.
Sam Fisher from Splinter Cell.
Joel, The Last of Us.
Shadow the Hedgehog from some of the Sonic series. Alrighty.
Nice.
It is time for number one. Go ahead, Nate. Take us off.
Okay, number one. Kevin brought up Pokemon earlier, so I'm bringing it back. But I am going with my favorite character of all time, the king of Team Plasma, N from Pokemon Black and White.
Okay.
Boy!
Yeah, honestly, and I hold him in high regards with Lelouch, as he also embodies ideals and truth. Literally, most leader villains are usually like crude and rude, but when you first meet N, he's actually a really nice guy. And he's very compassionate with Pokemon, able to understand what they're saying. And with every battle that you face against him, his team always changes because it turns out he releases the Pokemon because he felt like Pokemon could be free from the abuse from trainers. And when the reveal was found out that he was the king of Team Plasma, wow. As much as I like Bianca and Sharon in the original Black and White games, N was the one that challenges the player character the most. You literally have to fight for bonds, or you're gonna have to accept like the ideals of letting Pokemon be free. Because, like I mentioned with Getsus, his motivations is not in the wrong either. There are a bunch of cruel and ruthless trainers in the world of Pokemon. And when you get to face him in the final battle, oh my god, using the legendary dragons against each other, it was just amazing. And when you beat him for the last time, he's not upset. He shows respect to the player character. And it really embodies who N is. He may be a bit awkward considering that his role model is a Darmanitan and he's always constantly asking you to ride the Ferris wheel. But it still embodies his heart. He cares about Pokemon, and in the events of Black and White 2, he cares about humans, and he tries his best to reason with his already insane father, convincing him that it's not too late. We could still make the world better by having humans and Pokemon live side by side. And I just got nothing else to say except N's mysterious, he's very compassionate, he has a very interesting backstory. That's why he's my favorite Pokemon character of all time, and that is why he's my number one anti-hero for video games.
Nice, dude. Go ahead, EDA. Try and do that.
I've been robbed, guys. They just left this weird symbol.
Wait.
Do any of you know what this means?
No!
Oh my god!
What
Sly
the?
Cooper is number 1.
Wow!
God, nostalgic.
Wow.
Yes,
I am
Sly Cooper.
surprised.
Of
Oh.
all people.
Okay, this is one of the first game series I ever played. I will freely admit that I am biased in this direction, and I do not mind it one bit. Okay? Yeah. Because, yes, it's ridiculous. You're playing an anthropomorphic raccoon. I really hope I pronounced that right. Who's stealing things. But I don't care. I love this game so much. Okay? The skills you acquire, the gadgets you buy, I love all of it. And Sly is the embodiment of the term gentleman thief. Okay? He is so freaking dapper and so charming, and I love every minute of it. I mean, first game, you're just getting revenge, okay? Yeah, that automatically makes you an anti-hero if you're a thief as well. Now, second game, a little bit more heroic, but not. Third game, you are breaking other people's property into somebody else's property to get what's yours. That is to me, that's anti-hero, because possession's 9/10 of the law. Fourth game, still more heroic, but I don't. Putting it all together, he still comes out as an anti-hero. Well, to me, yeah. And the guy puts together a freaking crew. It's pretty much Ocean's 11 in animal form.
I know, right?
Yeah, but it's better than Ocean's 11. Okay, I'm just gonna get that right off the bat.
You didn't even watch the
I
movie.
love. I still can't believe we were supposed to be getting a movie about this. Okay, let's talk about that for a second.
Oh,
We were
yeah.
supposed to be getting a movie of this series. Has anybody heard anything from that?
No.
Not since it was announced.
I
And
know.
when it got canceled, I was a little disappointed.
Oh god, this guy is the best anti-hero to me because he was always my first video game anti-hero, and that is why he is number 1. Okay.
You
Also,
never.
I just love the chemistry with him and Carmelita. Can I mention
Yes. Yes. I was
Oh,
gonna say you forgot fucking Carmelita. Like fuck you.
that? Even at the end of Slide 3 and the start of Slide 4, but he faked amnesia. Come on.
Fuck
You gotta admire the guy for trying.
Yeah.
Sly 4 doesn't. Hey, Sly 4 doesn't exist because that game was not that good.
And now until it creates a causality loop when it goes to Slide 5.
All right. Wait if we get it.
But
All
yeah,
right.
that's not my number 1.
Nice.
Wow. Was not
First-
expecting like
First
this.
Ripto, then Sly. You're just full of surprises, aren't you?
What do you want from me? I'm a very old gamer.
And a clever
enough.
raccoon at best.
What
All
can
right.
you do?
What?
What can you do there, Kev?
Edward Kenway.
Oh my god.
That's why I was like, fuck you, Trey. You stole my thunder. But god damn it, yes. Edward Kenway, he is the anti-hero of Assassin's Creed. The anti-hero. Get out of the way, Ezio. Get out of the way, Connor. Edward is gonna school you bitches. I mean, seriously. He went from a selfish pirate who worked with the Templars to, well, still working with the Templars, to being his own guy. I mean, the guy has a crew. Like, they sing shanties, they rob people. I just love that. I mean, Edward has no qualms. Like, seriously, he wanted Sage, you know, he wanted to make a profit, but yeah, after Mary's death, god damn. I'm gonna admit something. Trey, you didn't say this. When Anne was singing that song, and Edward starts seeing all his friends that are either dead or have left him, like sitting down drinking, that actually made me tear up a bit. Because Edward realizes, like, he has lost so many people. And then when he's going to the dock and picks a flower and waits for his daughter, dude. Like, seriously, Edward did all this for his daughter after learning that his wife died. Like, it's bittersweet.
And then we see the theater scene with him and young Hathan. That was cute. But then you remember Edward dies 2 years later. Hathan's sister is taken to slavery, and Hathan becomes a Templar. Still, Edward is a great pirate. He's a good father, and he's my best anti-hero.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, Trey.
Alrighty, Trey. What do you got for number one?
He has killed his way from New York to Boston to even as far as Colorado with a little girl by his side across a plague-infested America.
No.
Joel
No.
from The Last of Us.
Joel.
Trey, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why I thought it was Lee from The Walking Dead,
I like Lee,
but Joel.
but I consider him to be a much better person than Joel.
No kidding.
'Cause,
Okay, continue.
Like, when you're looking at it from his daughter's perspective, like Joel seems like a guy you can count on. But when you're in that truck and there's a family on the side of the road, Tommy was the one that wants to pull over, but Joel convinces him to just ignore them. That's not something a good person would do. Like a normal person would definitely do that, but good people stand out from normalcy. And that's what Joel is. He is a normal person turned hardened survivor. Like always, for the most of the game, we see him as being ruthless, as in callous and selfish, close to his chest, not letting many people get close to him. Like we only see him be nice to only really a few characters, and those are his daughter, Tommy, Tess, and Ellie. That is it. Everybody else, he is just either he's just straight up a
Just
dick
fuck
to
him.
you,
Fuck him.
or he'll put a bullet in your head. Like, some of the standout scenes for me is when he's torturing a guy.
Two guys actually.
Technically three. In the beginning of the game, when you are working with Tess, when you break that guy's arm before she puts a bullet in his head.
Oh, yeah.
When Ellie gets kidnapped, and he just pretty much chokes out a guy after he tells him what he wants to know, and bludgeons the other man to death with a pipe. And then finally with the fireflies in the hospital, how he pretty much just puts 2 bullets in the guy's gut until he tells him where Ellie is. And on that note, his decision to pretty much damn any chance of humanity getting a cure to save someone he sees as his daughter. While it's a relatable and sympathetic choice, he is pretty much choosing one over the course of humanity without Ellie's consent. Because we all know Ellie would have done it if she knew about it.
Yeah, but
But also, that was
it's confirmed that it might not even have worked. That's
because
the thing.
I know, I'm
even
saying-
said it, they've tried it many times before.
I know. I'm saying that's why I said he damned any chance.
Yeah.
It was a chance. But I understand.
Fuck Last of Us 2.
Yeah, fuck that. Wait.
I'm
Last of Us
ignoring
2?
that.
I've never heard of that game.
I'm ignoring that. I'm only
What are you talking
acknowledging.
about? That's still just a rumor.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm only acknowledging the character that Tommy himself said gave him nightmares over the things he's done to keep them alive.
Oh.
He is a survivor at his core, like even through his dialogue over the course of the game, especially in Boston. What stood out to me was when he comments on the trap that got sprung on them the moment they entered. How it was like, how'd you know about that?
Yeah.
And he says, I've been on both sides of that. He has been in the same shoes as the people you kill and fight throughout the game. Like, who knows how many innocent people he's done that to? And when you think about it, it's like, holy shit, Joe's kind of a scumbag. Like, I love him, I like him, but he is not a good person. He is an anti-hero
Oh yeah.
only in the sense that he is our protagonist. If it wasn't for that, he'd probably end up being an antagonist in any other game, to be honest.
Probably.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
Joel, to me, he has definitely earned my respect as a guy who has survived this long is learned to let people in again and patch things up with Tommy and grew close with Ellie. And I love that in that game. I love The Last of Us, solely The Last of Us. I don't know what The Last of Us 2 is. to be
Nobody
honest.
does.
I don't even know how they're gonna do it for the show.
All right, Brandon.
Are you gonna wrap it
finishes
up?
off.
My turn, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Draw. Wait, what is he doing?
Way.
Is that thing real?
Have you ever had a dream? A ship filled to the brim with gold and silver that is not even close to sailing on the seas. Edward Kenway from Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag.
I have to ask, is that thing real? Is that a real
No, it's
functioning
not,
blade?
you dumbass.
No, it's not. It's not a real hidden blade.
God
Idiot.
damn it.
Idiot, you're the dumbest idiot I've ever met. Like, why would they ship Brandon an actual blade? Come
Well,
on.
you can't
Why
make
did he
it.
leave
You can't make it actual hidden blade, but I'm not gonna get into that.
Exactly.
It's just, oh man, Assassin's Creed was my very first open world game that I've played with so many complex characters, and it just got better and better. But by the time I got to 3, though, the story kind of,
Yeah.
it's like,
I'll admit that.
eh,
Yeah, true.
eh. It's good. It's a good game. It's not great as people think it is.
Fuck
The end-
no.
The ending is horrible.
I thought the ending was meh.
but
He's
when
talking
it
about
get-
Desmond.
Oh.
But when we got to Assassin's Creed 4, this was just have fun, live out your dreams as being a pirate. And that is what I wanted because I haven't played a good pirate game since Sid Meier's Pirates. That was like way back when. This game just gave you such a complex character with such a demand for wanting to be famous, but it's kind of like he wanted to put his job before his family, and that's what led him down this path to just not care about almost anyone until he basically fights and kills an assassin, assumes his identity to see what the Templars are up to, and basically try to fight to fix his wrongs. And my gosh, I just love playing that game and putting on Pirates of the Caribbean in the background while I'm playing it.
You did that too!
I did that
You did
too.
that too!
Oh my god.
It's just, and not to mention, just Kenway is just he is a smooth motherfucker. He is so smooth. I mean, who else can wield dual hidden blades, 2 swords, 4 pistols, and just be so suave and carefree? Like, oh yeah, that we just let's divide up the gold.
The most charismatic pirate.
But it's just all the stuff that you can do with him, the people you meet, even some of the famous pirates like Blackbeard himself. Just this game gave me so much of my childhood dream of being a pirate and just wanting to continue the Assassin's Creed story. Granted though, yeah, there were some games after that were okay, but
Yeah.
they're starting to get better. But I'm looking forward to see what they're going to do because the next Assassin's Creed game they have announced is going to be in medieval Germany. And I am...
The fuck?
What?
Yeah.
Medieval Germany.
Mm-hmm. During the
Medieval Germany.
Yeah.
Holy Roman Empire.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Well, you got them hype.
Well, guys, let's see.
Of course I'm hyped.
Look, let's see if it might be trash like Odyssey, but we'll see.
We shall...
Fuck you.
So we shall see what happens, but Assassin's Creed 4 to me is still the #1 Assassin's Creed game of all time. And it has one of the best, complex, and just heartwarming anti-heroes anyone can ask for in a gamer. Edward Kenway is the true #1 of anti-heroes.
Yes, Brandon. Mental link, yes.
Somebody
There we
meant-
have it. Game over.
Oh,
Man, this This was fun.
It
This was a
was
lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Was
a lot of rage, a lot of laughs, a lot of sorrow.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But we shall see what happens in the future, but it might take us a while because school is going to be really riding me for a little bit. We'll see how we'll get, but we will still probably doing some videos, but they're going to be very, very few in between. So in the future, though, when that comes around, we will be doing the part 1 of Anime Heroes, the male version.
Yep.
But
Gender
either
equality.
way, we shall see who shall come out on top as the true anime protagonist. But it won't stop there because we will do the part 2 to be in this world, gender equality, the top 10 anime heroines. But that's for a later date. As for right now, we will leave this to you guys. What is your favorite anti-hero of gaming? Just leave it in the comments down below. And what do you guys want to see in the next video? So till then, I'm the Dark Viewer. We are the guys in the shadows. And you can go ahead and click subscribe and join us here in the shadows if you want. And we shall see you in the next video. Peace.